What is going on, people? Welcome back. OnlyFacts Sports, Arsenal versus Sunderland. You already know what it is. We're trying to keep the train going. A few games until the end of the season. Not a few games. We've got, 14, 15 games left until the end of the season. Hoping to keep the pressure on Manchester City. Me and Ricky's in the building. Shout out, Rick.
How you doing?
Um, we just watched a really embarrassing Tottenham try and put up something of a fight over Manchester United. Christian Romero got sent off, and that was it. Once he got sent off, half an hour in, the game was over. To be fair, but now we're on to proper game. Do you know what I'm saying? We've got it's match day 25, 6 points ahead. We just need to extend that. Tomorrow, Manchester City are going to be playing Liverpool, where we expect a very competitive game. Liverpool obviously have been really bad this season, but they are obviously a quality side. They can do anything on their given day. And we're hoping that Man City will drop points again. That would be like 4 out of the last 5 weeks that they drop points. So let's see. But today we've got a pretty strong side, to be fair. Obviously, no Saka, no Marino. We're probably not going to have Saka for most of the month. And as for Marino, we're not sure if he's even going to be back this season, which could be a worry. But we've got the squad depth there. We've got the squad depth for a reason, and that's why we can still line up in a game with David Raya in goal, Jurriën Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Calafiori, which for me is our best back five. Best back five. Pierre Hincapié has been putting in some good performances recently. Obviously, Miles Lewis-Skelly last season was really good, but that's dropped off this season, not looking as sharp as he did. And to be fair, he set very, very high standards for an 18-year-old last year. But I think this is our best back five, and we're at home. So, we know this is going to be a really challenging game. Midfield, Zubimendi, Rice, Havertz. I have to say, Zubimendi, really scarred me against Manchester United. And I wanted a big reaction. I got that reaction from him, in my opinion, in the last game. In the last league game, I thought he was really good, but also against Chelsea, I thought he was superb against Chelsea. Zubimendi, not a big guy, coming from Spain, where they don't normally play a lot of physical football, and he's known as a bit of a midfield maestro, but winning a lot of duels, winning aerial duels, which is not something we associate with him. He's been really impressing me last couple of games since that Man United mistake. Kai Havertz obviously back from injury. If he can stay fit till the end of the season, could be huge. He's looked really, really good. And this Sunderland team will come out and play, to be fair. We've got Rice, obviously. What more do I say about Rice? Probably player of the season for us between him and Gabriel. People want them both as captain. People want us to go and buy the next Declan Rice or the next Gabriel to add to the squad because they're just insane. Gabriel Jesus gets a start up top, which I really like. We're going to have to unlock the door. We need that creativity up front, especially without someone in there like Erdegaard. But Havertz was against Kairat, and in the games he's played in, Havertz has come into the team. He's playing a lot of balls, breaking the lines. Having someone there that's going to actually stretch the line and run in behind, like Jesus does, could be really, really beneficial. We've got Trossard, Madueke. I did wonder if maybe Martinelli might suit this a little bit more. I think, again, without Erdegaard, we need a bit of creativity. Maybe Trossard provides that creativity. He can score, but for me, he's a very creative player. And when Sunderland sit deep, they came out and played. We might need someone that can open the door. They came out and played us a lot when we played at Sunderland. But now that the Emirates, I wouldn't be surprised to see them sit a little bit deeper. Looking at where they are in the table, they're doing really, really well this season. They are currently eighth. They don't need the points. Obviously, everyone needs points, but they're not fighting relegation. They're not necessarily expected to go and make a big push for Europe. I wonder if we can put two or three past them. Can we actually take the game away from them? Do you know what I mean? If we can go and put the game past them and put the game to bed, how much of a fight back they're going to put. Put a like on the video, by the way. A lot of people in the chat already. Peace out. Shout out to everybody that's here. Not sure Arteta should have started both Jesus and Havertz, to be honest, though. What are you basing that on? Are you basing that on injury? Um, I don't know. I don't know about that. Obviously they do the fitness assessments. They assess that they're both fit enough. And I was going to say I trust the medical team, but actually I don't really trust the medical team, to be fair. So, big up Amad Diallo in the chat. City lost tomorrow. Arsenal have the league. I don't think we have it, but I think, yeah, if City lose tomorrow, that will be devastating to not just to the title run, but City do this at the end of the season where they put together a run of wins. The problem is if they lose tomorrow, they're just running out of ground. And I think that it's also what it does to their confidence. Do you know what I mean? In previous seasons, yes, we've seen City put together a 7-8 game unbeaten run, or a winning run, but they're not normally coming off of this type of form. Do you know what I mean? If you're looking at Man City at the moment, one win in their last five. If they lose tomorrow, that will still be one win in the last five. That'll be one win in their last six. And for a team that has Erling Haaland as the league's top goal scorer on 20, one win in six is just not acceptable for a team of the quality of Manchester City. That's just the honest truth. I don't care what everyone says. Spurs are the worst team in the league now. They did look bad. Spurs looked terrible. However, that red card didn't help. Let me know what you lot think about the red card as well. Was that really a red card for Christian Romero? Because I thought that it's borderline. I thought it was a little bit harsh. I'll be honest. I did think it was a little bit harsh. Big up Nick. 4 wins for Michael Carrick right now. We should have won 3 or 4-0, but I'm still happy. Yeah, facts. You guys could have won by more. You guys definitely could have won by more. Spurs looked awful. I still think the red card changed the game, and I still think that the red card is a little bit harsh, but 100%. Um, I think Bruno was a little bit wasteful in front of goal. But it's the same. It's the same problem, isn't it, with Bruno? He's so good. He's so good. He gets so much GA for you guys. He's your main creative outlet. He's so good. But then he'll miss 2 or 3 sitters, and you wonder. Right now, when there's like not a huge amount of pressure, he's doing really well. But if he misses these sitters in big games when it could cost a top four, or it could cost a cup final, a cup semi-final, it could be frustrating. He's so good at that creative side, but he's got to be putting those chances away at the same time. Don't like today's United performance though. How didn't we score 3 or 4? Yeah, I think it's harsh. I think that's harsh. You won 2-0 at home. It's all good. On another day, that's 4-0, but it is what it is, I think. I'm saying we can push for top three, Nick. Carrick got our mojo back. Let me look at the table and see where you are. Yeah, top three's not unbelievable. Again, Aston Villa have 2 losses in their last five. I mean, right now, Man United are the form team. They are the team in form, to be honest with you. Do you know what I mean, you're the only team that's got no losses in your last 5 games. Arsenal have 1 loss in their last five. City have 1 loss. Aston Villa have two. Chelsea have one. Liverpool have one. Brentford has two. Sunderland has two. You guys are unbeaten in 5 games, and you're the only team in the league to be unbeaten in 5 games. The title's probably a little bit far away, but pushing for what are you 2 points behind Aston Villa, and only actually 3 points behind City. To be fair, Liverpool win tomorrow, that's not just devastating for City's title hopes, but that's big confidence for Man United. If City just you go and do this again, and you could be right there. You could be pushing for top two, top three, which is crazy, absolutely crazy. Don't give us a sniff, Arsenal. You must win. Ahmad agree. On to West Ham. I think we win. You should be beating West Ham. To be fair, up the Chelsea, up the Chelsea, up the Chelsea. At in the chat, the resident hater. At, have you recovered yet from Liam Rosinha? What they call him? LinkedIn Rosinha. LinkedIn Rosinha's shocking, just shocking cup semi-final performance. Five at the back, 2 DMs. When you need a goal, let's attack for 20 minutes. Terrible. Up the Chelsea. Up the Chelsea. Shout out fanboy in the chat. I can't lie, fuck Arsenal, but if City lose tomorrow and you man win, it's over. Still, it's borderline, but he is stupid. Yeah, I thought it was harsh. I think the 80. What did you agree with? Because I didn't see this comment, and we don't normally agree on a lot. Bruno is elite, but his mistakes make you question his elite status. The thing is with elite. Okay, here's the thing though, right? In football, at the end of the day, all we look at is the underlying numbers, right? We look at players. If a player scores 25 Premier League goals, he's an elite goal scorer. It don't matter if he had 25 chances and he's 1 in 1, or he had 80 chances and he's 1 in 3. No one really looks at that. And so I think that people do look at the final numbers and say, right, Bruno gets all these goals, all these assists. Are you judging the player based on the numbers that they put up, or are you judging the player based on the, let's say, conversion rate? Do you know what I mean? It can't really be both. Do you know what I mean? What do you think, Rick?
I feel it's more if a player scores 25 goals in the Premier League, their ego is inflated by other people, not necessarily the Premier League.
But Bruno could be the first person since Henry to get like double figures of goals and assists in the same season. So they won 2-0. It was comfortable. We could say maybe on a cup final day that could be devastating, but ultimately today wasn't a cup final day. Maybe he can lock in when they get to a cup final. They're out of all trophies, so it's not going to be this season. But do you look at him today and think he's a good player? He's elite. He puts up big numbers for this side. As much as he missed a couple of chances, at the same time, if he's not there, they also just don't win that game point blank. Period. So it is what it is. Like,
they don't win in general.
I think we over-gas top players.
Oh,
I saw people on Instagram saying this team. There was a thing on the social media of Prime Özil versus Prime Erdegaard. I don't even know if we've seen Prime Erdegaard. Maybe that's gone 2 seasons ago with that Smith Rowe team.
Yeah.
But that, people are saying that if we had Prime Özil in this team, Arsenal would be unlocking defenses willy nilly. I don't think that's true. Özil's better than Erdegaard, 100%. But there needs to be the space to unlock. I was watching Özil highlights earlier today, and the space that he was playing balls into, he's got the whole 18-yard box of just Giroud in there.
Yeah.
He's still an unbelievable creative outlet, but I do think we gas up players sometimes and put them on an unrealistically high pedestal. Bruno is by far the weak link. Him getting GA is masking his performance. It's so frustrating. See, this is a Man United fan who thinks that Bruno... the thing is, when you say Bruno's the weak link, the only reason I just disagree with that term, the weak link, is because if you take Bruno out and you put in any other number 10 in the Premier League, don't go to PSG or Bayern or whatever, go to any number 10 in the Premier League, is your team better or worse? Michael Perkins. If you take him out, give me a number 10 in the league. I think Erdegaard's a better player, but I think Erdegaard's a better player for the style of football that we play. What number 10 do you put in there in the Premier League that makes your team better and take out? Because people are probably going to say Morgan Rogers, really good player. I like Morgan Rogers. More of a ball carrier, does a different thing
in Aston Villa.
In Aston Villa, though, but then Morgan Rogers is not a GA beast. I know he dunked on you lot's head earlier on in the season. AT said Shirky. Shirky's had some quiet performances, though. Again, you're saying Shirky, and Shirky's a baller. I'm not disagreeing with you. Shirky's a great shout, but they've also won one game in their last 5 with Shirky. You guys have won 4 of your last 5. Well, Man United, AT obviously is a Chelsea fan. United have won 4 out of their last 5 with Bruno in the 10. Do you know what I mean? So there is a lack of number 10s in the league. That's true. A lot of people don't play with a traditional number 10. That's also very true. A fit Cole Palmer. I hear you. I'm not Cole Palmer, baller. Not being stupid here. Shirky, baller as well. But what do you lose? What do you actually lose? For example, like we talk about Saka versus other players. Other players come in and they might give us 5 goals more than Saka. No arguments.
Yep.
But do we lose pressing? Do we lose control? Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of things that we lose. Do you know what I mean? Verts over Bruno. Come on, Michael.
No way.
Michael, we're being silly. Verts has been shit for ages, and he's been good for a month, and you're going to drop Bruno for Verts. Fair enough. It's interesting. We're going to kick off with the Arsenal game as well. Obviously, we'll go through their 11 quickly. Mandava, Alderete, Ballard. Ballard is the one that dunked on us last time. He's from the Arsenal Academy. Mukiele, right back. Diarra, Siddiqui. Talby, who is one of their main danger men. Fee, Hume, and Brobby up top. Brobby's a baller as well. Was Brobby from Ajax? Yeah, he's the one from. He's like, if you play Football Manager, you know. Do you know what I'm saying? We just kicked off, by the way. Brobby, Football Manager, Ajax, not legend, but proper. Man's always signed him on manager mode and that. Let me get this out of the camera. We're going to be live as well later on tonight for the fight. Brandon Figueroa is fighting Nick Ball. Arsenal nearly in with Kai Havertz. Again, this is the same thing I'm saying. The same way I'm just trying to be consistent. Kai Havertz has come back and he's been on a good run of form, and people start forgetting how wasteful Kai Havertz was previously at 9 when we had him as the sole number 9. But he's effective. Him, Marino, they're very much Mikel Arteta type players, where they're not the prettiest and they don't have a set defined role, but they can grind out games and do some good stuff. First has been cold, Nick. Come on. Yeah, I know, I hear you, but what I'm saying is with Bruno, I'm not willing. The same thing with Saka. Maybe I'm just too conservative as a football fan. I'm not willing to drop someone who's been good for 6 years and I know consistently what he does for 6 years and then drop him for someone who's been really good for 3 months. That doesn't work for me. Do you know what I mean? I would go with the player. If there's Harry Kane and he's going for a bad run of form, I'm not dropping Harry Kane for someone that's an informed striker just at this moment. Do you know what I mean? I'm not dropping Saka this season as shit as he's been for Jack Grealish. Do you know what I mean? It's not, I'm not really on that. For me personally, Soboslai is the only contender against Bruno, and that's a stretch. Soboslai is more of an 8, but him and Bruno are very similar because, Soboslai, again, if he doesn't get goals and assists, I'm not seeing what he does, do you know what I mean? It's going to be set pieces and goals. Set piece, it's also Man United. I hope you lot are getting shit for the amount of set piece goals you score, or maybe that's just us for Arsenal. Bruno overall game is dog shit. You man have just forgot how bad Bruno has been without him stat padding. The thing is, you're saying, I hear you, I do hear you. You have been heard, but I don't think it's stat padding. Do you know what I'm saying? He's getting goals and assists against Arsenal, Man United. The term stat padding, because people take this stuff from Twitter and just bring it all over the place. The term stat padding is when we had Gyökeres and he wouldn't score in any big six game, but would score 2 against Leeds. And then it's like, oh, look how good he is. Like, yeah, that's stat padding. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you're papering over the cracks. Bruno's getting GA against Arsenal, against City, against Tottenham. This is repeated. This is all big six games. Do you know what I mean? Who is that? Trossard dropping in and doing the Erdegaard role. He's got to release it. And that ball that you see, Zubamendi, maybe that pass wasn't the best, but Zubamendi always seems like he's on the stretch every single time. He always seems like he's on the stretch. He never seems like he's got the game in his control. Do you know what I mean? It's so annoying, honestly. I'd happily take Verts over Bruno any day. Okay, I just don't know about that.
Nope.
Do you know what I mean? I really don't know about that.
Not for me.
What is this thing doing? Put a like on the video as well. Let me know if you're not going to be here for the boxing later.
Bruno's consistency is, he can't be like overlooked. In the teams that he's played in that squad, he has been consistent for them.
The thing is, you need goals. Do you mean you need goals? You need assists. You need creativity. He's not a great player. No one's arguing that. He's not a great player. There are better. You've got your Vitinias and you've got these guys, but someone that can just keep getting you goals and assists. That's not stat padding. That is a skill, and it's part of the game. It's part of the game. Do you mean? When no one calls Haaland a stat padder. Haaland doesn't do anything if he doesn't score a goal. He doesn't do anything if he doesn't score a goal. But that's not stat padding. He's in the game. Brobbey battling with Saliba. They both go over, and the foul goes Arsenal's way. And for me, that's 50-50. They're both grabbing each other. Brobbey is big, strong, old school, which is bizarre that he come from Ajax, because that's not the Ajax. They do kind of play. Does Weghorst come from Ajax?
Weghorst,
I'm thinking of strikers. Their midfielders play good football, but they do kind of sometimes have these target men. Yeah, they do have these target men up top. To be fair, coming from Ajax.
Yeah. They've always had a few like that.
Trossard got to put that ball in the box a little bit earlier for me. He does that a lot, Trossard, and again, he very much reminds me of Saka, where Madueke. So you know what? I don't mind that from him. I don't mind that from Madueke, to be fair.
Odd boots, though.
But is it sustainable with Bruno? No, we've been here, and those goals against the big teams disappear. I hear you. I hear you. I totally hear you. But I'm saying if we're going to say that, then we've got to be consistent with Verts, because we can't just be throwing Verts' name in the hat when he's been good for a couple months. Do you know? Now he's getting warm. But I hear you though. I do hear you. And you watch Bruno more than me. So facts, Michael Perkins, Nick with the Haaland thing. How comes when Marmoush have started, City have looked better? Haaland is a better striker, but sometimes he gives nothing. Yeah, I agree. I agree entirely. And yeah, Marmoush has looked better, but Bruno has the ability to go and win you games. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not seeing Marmoush. Marmoush is looking good, doing a lot of really pretty stuff, but is he winning you a game? Do you know what I mean? Like it's about winning. Do you know what I'm saying? And Bruno can do fuck all and then win you a game. That's the reality. Like, he's good. Maybe Bruno's not a player that should start. Obviously, he's on big wages. He's a big player. He's gonna start. But maybe as Man United evolve, he's probably gonna go. Told you again, Zubimendi not on his toes. Zubimendi not on his toes again. He always does this. He's always like a yard behind play. Nick doesn't rate Enzo, but rates Bruno. What's the correlation between the two? Enzo's is trash. Enzo is trash. Like, I don't even know. You didn't even rate Enzo. What's this? You just want to argue. You just want to argue with me for some reason.
Enzo's a very fortunate player to have won a World
Both
Cup.
are meaty footballers that get GA twanging the FIFA youths. Because I don't think Bruno's good. I'm just saying, what number 10 would you take over Bruno at this moment in time? Nick, you have to take into consideration that Bruno played every single game for the last 2 or 3 years. He will get a lot of chances. This is the same. You know what's funny about Man United fans? When you lot were gassing about how much GA Bruno gets and how he's better than Erdegaard, we argued. This is what we said to you. He plays a lot of games. Do you know what I mean? And because he plays a lot of games, he's going to get a lot of GA. But man don't want to argue. Man don't want. You know what I'm saying? Haaland's overall game is horrific. If I was a City fan, I would want Marmoush to get a run of games. I agree with that. I totally agree. But Haaland also is like, he's a freak. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if you've got a talent like Haaland or a prime Harry Kane, there's some of this unbelievable talent. You got to build. Do you build your team around that person? That's the gamble. Do you know what I mean? Because in previous years before, it's been that's what they've done, and it's been successful for them. Do you know what I mean? So that's what it is. And we look at the other. I've got the other games as well. Free kick comes from Sunderland. David Raya, what the hell are you doing?
Oh, Havertz.
It's Havertz getting that tackle. We've got to attack quicker, and this is a lot of my problem with Trossard. Just slows the game down. Did Calafiori just try a rainbow flick? Did Calafiori just try a rainbow flick? Did Calafiori just try a rainbow flick? What am I seeing? You know, one of my brethren is going viral on Instagram. You know, the man them do the Sunday chasing them lot, do the Sunday morning monthly fives game. He does a rainbow flick over him, and I sent it in the group. That video is going viral on Instagram. People are saying, when I saw a Moroccan pulling up with 3/4 length cargos, I knew he was going to be attacking. That man turn up to the games with the maddest swag and pull off some mad shit.
Trainer socks and boots.
Man trying to do rainbow flicks is insane, bro. That's insane, bro. If he played for Mourinho, he'd get subbed off right now. If he played for Wenger, we'd never hear from him again.
No, he'd be gone.
To be fair, I did wonder though, like that's poor, but to me, their main best player is Brobbey.
Yeah.
Why play the ball to where Brobbey is? It doesn't make any sense. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Sunderland is playing well. They're doing okay. I mean, all they're doing is pressing. Like we've got to be able to play through the press. Do you know what I mean? And for me, Zubimendi, this is a kind of game where I wouldn't have Zubimendi. When I'm playing high press teams, your Man Uniteds, your Tottenhams, Liverpool, I don't like Zubimendi in those games. Good little nutmeg from Madueke, but he's got too many people around him. And again, it's just the press. It's not even that they're looking better or playing great football. It's the press is so aggressive.
Yep.
I don't like Zubimendi in these games. This is why I'd probably have a Marino or someone like that.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe even an Erdegaard. Someone, he's not press resistant, Zubimendi, at all. If I'm a football player, or if I'm the opposing manager, I'm setting the press trigger as Zubimendi. And the press trigger, for anyone that don't know what that is like the player that when they play him the ball, that's when we step. And for me, as an opposition manager, I'd be looking at Zubimendi for that. And if I'm Brobbey, or Talby, because Talby's a good presser as well, pause. Like for me, it's when Zubi's got the ball, that's when I'm looking to put a lot of pressure. You can press anybody, but Rice, Havertz, they're a little bit more press resistant. Jesus, they're more comfortable. I think both our centre backs are more comfortable on the ball than Zubimendi is in terms of being pressed and dealing with that. But again, they're stepping out a lot. Look how high their centre backs are. We need Madueke on the shoulder. We even need Madueke or Jesus on the shoulder, ready to go. This is why I said, Ricky, I thought Martinelli would be good in this game.
Yeah,
Imagine, see, look where Havertz is. Imagine Martinelli there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And obviously Martinelli, he'll probably come on. He'll probably come off the bench. I don't know if it's a fitness thing. Robbie getting nice and physical with Saliba again. David Raya, just take your time. He does this, David Raya. He wants to get the game going, but let's just take our time a little bit. Let's just take our time just a little bit. The other games as well: Fulham, Everton, Burnley, West Ham, Wolves, Chelsea. Come on, Wolves, and Bournemouth, Aston Villa. Don't really care about that game, to be fair. I don't hate Aston Villa, you know.
No.
I don't even hate Emery either. Like I did, I think he got sacked a little bit early, to be honest. But
He is a good manager.
when was Andre Gomez at Wolves? Been there for like a year, I want to say. Get camped in our own half by bottom of the league. LinkedIn Liam, blood. That's what it is. Good ball. Can we deliver that first time? That's good. That's okay. That's much better from Calafiori. Much better. Arsenal's biggest problem is overcomplicating the football sometimes.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? It's just overcomplicated. Let's put that ball in the box, get a shot on target, job done. Do you know what I mean? Even at Zubimendi never. Do you see his body shape? He never. Is it just me?
It's awkward.
He never
His
looked.
arse is so awkward.
Oh, Angel Gomez. I didn't know that Angel Gomez was there.
Every time.
To be fair, he didn't make a bad decision there. Because Ahmad said Madueke, he tried to shoot. He got blocked.
Earlier. He
I don't know.
always tries and does one too many.
I don't know. I don't know where he was going to shoot there. I really don't. That's where Saka's better, because Saka can just take that touch and shoot. Do you know what I mean? Brobby trying to get overly physical with Saliba, and sometimes it's not actually working. Saliba's setting a bit of a feint. He's like roping him in. Madueke's down, but we're gonna play on. Gabriel, get that ball out. Get that ball out there. Gabriel coming up really high, which I don't really want to see. Mad shaky, you know, bro. I don't think he did that much that bad, bro. I don't think he did that much that bad. You man, you man are being a bit unfair. Why you run into the crowd? I don't know where you want him to go. He's a winger. He's going to be trying to cut in. There's a direct path to goal. That's the path he's going to try and take. Where else do you want him to go? And he's not playing with Gyökeres, so if he gets to the byline, it's probably not going to be that the striker's there waiting. Jesus is a little bit different. That's poor from Timber, though. I think that's Timber. So I'm not just backing Madueke. Timber, there's no communicate. You got to tell him.
Yep.
You've got, if you're doing something that's not the game plan, you've got to let me know. But it's positive. It's really, really positive from Arsenal. It looks like that we're going to press each other, pause, and it's just going to be a straight shootout. And I think that at home we win the shootout. Cole Palmer's got a penalty in the Chelsea game. And it's 1-0 to them. Also 1-0 to West Ham away at Burnley. And it is, who is it, Ricky, that scored? It's Crescencio Somerville. I told you, hey, listen, AT, I told you, yeah, F Texa is the real Sky Sports, bro. He be telling me that goals have gone in a day ahead of time, blood. F Texa, tell me what the score is, bro. Tell me it's 3-0 Arsenal in the end of this, please. I need the confidence going forwards. It's actually crazy with the way that the amount of space that's in this game.
Mm.
This is the amount of space that like Ozil was having. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, bro, FTX, I'll be real, yeah. We're bantering you, blood. We got this. This is no time for the truth, blood. Man don't care about the truth. Man care about banter, blood. That's it. Do you know what I'm saying? Gabriel should be able to have this sorted. He's going to look for the pass. I think they should have gone direct into Brobby's feet there. Should have gone straight direct into Brobby's feet. But look, you've missed an 80% chance for a 40% chance. A great tackle from Havertz in there, by the way. And that's where we need Gabby Martinelli. That ball there is where we need Gabby Martinelli. And it's Ballard again. He's the one that did it to us last time. I remember him being on them in the academy back in the day. We need Madueke. in this first half because we're going to need the speed. That's the thing. One thing about Sunderland, they're a very athletic team. They've got legs. Do you know what I'm saying? Ahmad, you remember me saying I don't know about Anderson starting for England? I don't know about that. And now man is saying Anderson's a one season wonder. I tried to tell man I don't know about this. Man wanted to drop Jude Bellingham and put in Anderson. Is what man were telling me. It's got to be Rice and Anderson. So, bro, come on, man. Come on. Calafiori, nice. We've only got 4 or 5 likes on the video. There's more people than that in the chat. So slap a like on the video when you can. But Jesus is onside. He's still onside. Find Havertz early. It's a big tackle from Mukiele. He's a player, you know. Is he? No, he's not the same one that was at PSG.
No.
You're Googling it?
Yeah, I'm not looking.
He can't be. He's too aggressive. I feel like he's too aggressive, bro. But he is French. He is. He's the same. It is him. Yeah. See, yeah, he is. Yes, I thought so. Big tackler, man.
PSG to Sunderland directly.
Nah, he went on loan to Leverkusen, and then I think he might have been part of that title-winning team, actually.
Good.
It's a decent cross in. Calafiori, Havertz.
Oh, you're just...
We need shots here, boys. We're having more touches in the opposition box than we normally get to have, but we're not really making the most of it. Also, CJ tried arguing me on Instagram that he's a better dribbler of the ball than I am, and said I'm better. You put yourself in a blender. I was just because the way Timber spun there, he's like, "Oh, you put yourself in a blender. I'm a better dribbler than you." Like, what? Bellingham also stinking out the place, Nick. I hear you, but it's tournament football. Man don't need to control games and make some crazy strategy. Man need to get in there, slap goals, and done. It's a World Cup. Do you know what I'm saying? You put your best GA man on the pitch. Do you know what I mean? This is what England do, bro. Man play it like it's the Premier League. Just put man on there that can just slap goals, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Your Bellinghams and your Tonys and these man, bro, they will just slap goals. End of conversation. Done. Finished. Like,
it's a good ball.
Trossard is going to cut in. Can you find the cross?
Now.
He does find the cross. Back post.
There's two. Talk.
Arsenal just getting in each other's way a little bit, but see there's no Gyökeres there. It's not the best ball. I don't know. There's no one there though. There's no one there. Jesus is playing more like a winger. Jesus is really good when the ball's coming from central. When the ball's coming from out wide, less good. I guess Havertz is in that box. Who's he looking for? Look, doesn't look up. He doesn't look up, to be fair. No, he doesn't look up. He just makes the decision to go and then goes. 1-0 Fulham as well.
Is it
1-0 Fulham over Everton?
Is it an ESR? Who scored it?
I don't know. Let's have a look. Nah, it's Raul Jimenez. Romero is suspended for our game. It's looking peak for the Stamford Hill man. Do you know about Stamford Hill?
No.
That's all the little hat man. Yeah. Ricky's from Essex. You don't know about Stamford Hill. When you go over there, they got their own private ambulance, everything. They do.
I'm gonna go over there.
I'm not joking. Like they do. They got when you drive through Stamford Hill, it's just all them, man. They got their own private ambulances, their own private schools, their own everything.
I'm gonna go over there.
Yeah. It's actually alright. The area is actually alright. Guess who wants to live there?
Not Cam. Okay.
No face, no case. No face, no case. But yeah, a few early goals going in already. Do you know what I'm saying? West Ham 1-0 up, Chelsea 1-0 up, Fulham 1-0 up. Villa scored as well.
Villa just scored now.
Oh, who scored for Villa?
Oh no, hold on.
No?
Oh.
Ricky's giving me some
offside.
Dodgy. Okay, offside. It doesn't matter. Spurs will never beat Arsenal this season. Do you know why it does matter though, Ahmad? Because Arsenal and City both, like, their attacks are not really like firing on all cylinders. So it could come down to who is more confident. It's not that I think that Spurs would have beat us if they had Romero, but it's the difference between us winning a 1-0, or like you guys today, you felt a bit frustrated even though you won 2-0. If we slap them 4-5-6-0, bro, the confidence that we have going into the next game after that and the next game after that, going into a cup final against City, it's the preparation for what that does going into the next game. So that's why it is actually important. Even though I agree, we probably should have won that game, or we probably should win that game with or without Romero, to be fair. They have their own Met Police branch as well. Yeah, they got their own police and everything.
Nah, really?
Bro, they own everything, bro. They got their own private ambulances, their own everything. Everything. See that video you sent me from New York?
Yeah.
It's the same as Stamford Hill.
Really?
Yeah. But let that be the salam aleikums, blood. You know what I'm saying? Let that be them, man. Huh?
I'll let them go there.
Yeah, bro. Romero is terrible though. He is. He's not good. I'm not suggesting he's good, but he is undeniably. He's the Tottenham captain and undeniably a big centre back for Tottenham. Do you know what I mean? They are clearly a better side with Romero in there versus Dragusin. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying Romero is good, but Dragusin is very, very bad. Van der Ven and Dragusin is a centre back pairing that I feel like we can slap more than Van der Ven. 1-0 Villa.
Yeah.
Their goal was ruled out before, but now it is 1-0 Villa, and it is Morgan Rogers. Of course it is. Meanwhile, Arsenal prodding and probing. Zubi. He never takes it. His first touch is always into himself. This cross absolutely slapped at the chest of Havertz, to be fair. But that's the right intention from Rice.
That's good.
Unfortunate. Arsenal prodding and probing. It's Arsenal corner. Let's stand on the it's a corner, lads. AT gets so vexed. Man is celebrating corners. Angry typing. I've seen that NYC Vid. Yeah, bro. It's mad, but it's not in it. But 109 countries. If you know, then you know, in it. Do you know what I'm saying? I want to take up the bassoon in that, blood.
I can't. No, I can't say
that. No. That man is celebrating corners. I knew he was gonna comment. It. Look at him. Look at you. I can hit you with that. But if we score this, man, I'm bro. Trust me. Hey Shane, clip that shit. Madueke, he's not the best on corners, to be fair, but we have some good players to aim at. Back post, no one at the back post. No one but the keeper's fumbled that though. The keeper has absolutely fumbled that. It was going to the back post.
No need.
There was no need for that. No communication from the centre back, and he's just handed Arsenal another corner. And this one I'm more confident about because this is Declan Rice. 109, 1,038 times, 100%. Man is shaming their batty. I think you mean shaking their batty with velocity for corners. You've never seen my batty on this channel, so don't do that. That's illegal in my country, cuz. Like that. It's 10 years in jail. Less of that. I specifically did it to trigger you, and it worked. And you're triggered, so it is what it is. Your team's winning at 1-0 and you're still miserable. Like that's what it is, bro. So it's a decent corner, but I like that from Trossard. Tries to get the shot away straight away. Can we go out to Rice? Games like this, annoyingly, are games I think Saka would be so effective. There's so much space to attack. We've actually look at the space. We've got so much space.
He makes football so hard sometimes.
AT is mad rattleable. I lie, bro. He's just vexed all the time, bro. Remember AT tried to tell us on the last stream Chelsea were the first team, the first big club to sign a black player. And then we checked all of the big six, and Chelsea were quite literally the last big six teams to sign a black player. We all did it together on stream. Good ball in behind. Zubimendi. That's why I want to see Zubimendi more. We're keeping the ball alive.
Oh.
That's better from Zubimendi. I don't see the attacking side of his game enough. Maybe that's partly on Arteta, putting him in position, like strategy-wise, making us a defensive team. Did Zubimendi score in the World Cup final? That's a yellow card.
I think he did,
No, Marino that scored in the final.
Marino scored in the World Cup.
It was the Euro final.
He scored against England as well.
Saliba, to be fair, not having the best game Robbie's put it on him once or twice. He started to win that battle, and then he's had to drag down Diarra, just not reading the game as good as he could be. Do you know what I mean? Because you could see that Enzo doing Rabonas in front of the goal. Sell this you, man. Nah, bro. He's better than Bruno, innit? So you know what I'm saying? That's what you were saying a minute ago. So but yeah, for me, Saliba just not reading the game right. You know, he's playing on the edge and he doesn't need to. We're in relative control of the game as it stands. We don't need to be so edgy at the moment, in my opinion. It's 2-0 for West Ham. 2-0 for West Ham, by the way. Ball comes into the box. It's a very good ball. And it was giving me flashbacks of the type David Raya should have gone down because the Sunderland players were just getting onto him aggressively. Trossard trying to battle for the ball. It's a good battle, that. This is a great battle. Some of this football is a great battle. I can see why the ref's giving it, but do you know what? David Raya should have actually gone down the first time when he got hit. He should have gone down. Castellanos makes it 2-0 for West Ham, by the way, over Burnley. Burnley losing 2-0 at home. Who's Burnley's manager these days? Sunderland are too physical. Do you mean Sunderland are too physical for Arsenal, or Sunderland are too physical generally?
Always been physical.
Hey Nick, name an IC3 Arsenal manager. What's your point? We don't do diversity hires. We hire the best in class. Do you know what I'm saying? So obviously we hired Wenger, we had Henri. When we've had black players, they're the best in class. You man do diversity hires. Do you know what I'm saying? You man hire a black man that actually can't do the job, like Fofana crying over penalties. You man's got more points on his driving license than you man have got points on the Premier League table. Cause do you know what I'm saying? That's what you lot do.
But before Desai and Hasselbank come along, they probably can't name any black players.
Exactly. Scott Parker's the Burnley manager. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's why they're not good. I wouldn't want to play for Scott Parker as a manager. I like Scott Parker as a coach.
Yeah.
I think he could coach, but not as a manager.
He's like, gives me like Mark Noble coach.
Yes.
Mark Noble would be a great coach.
Yeah. Exactly.
At a certain club.
Yeah. 100%. Man, I don't want to play for Gareth Barry.
Cool.
I can get coached by Gareth Barry. Man, I don't want to play for Gareth Barry.
Do you think Cesc will ever end up in a big club as a manager?
Yes.
No, I think he will.
AT said, "Hey, we are bopping it." Are you man playing again? Oh, bottom of the table. Fair enough. Fair. I'm not even bantering. You man are literally playing the bottom of the table. So, fair enough. Obviously, man have got to celebrate whatever they can celebrate in it. Fair enough. You're bopping it against a team that has 1 win in their last 5 and 8 points. 8 points they have. But fair enough. Granit Xhaka on the bench.
Injured.
Season's over, Nick. Allow it. I won't allow it, blood. Man are trying to run propaganda against my club, cuz. That Mana Ute was cooking us 2 minutes ago, bro. Let's get this game going, bro. Let's get this game going. Zubamendi's good there when he's got loads of space, but I'm not trying to see him getting aggressively, and he's just not mobile enough. Like he's not. I don't know if Cesc was like that as well, but I felt like Cesc was a little bit more press resistant than that.
Yes, we just had more.
Slap it.
I'll wait then.
Oh, I thought that was in.
Oh.
Hey, if Declan Rice had scored that, my first son would have been called Bakayo Declan, blood. I swear down, bro. Oh, it's not far away, you know. Oh, what a goal that would have been. You know what? Listen. Hey, AT in the last 5 minutes has said, "Hey, we are bopping it. The season's over. Allow it. And hey, sell Neto, man. Wallahi, this youth's dead. Your emotions are all over the place, blood. There was a gal. I got that same jacket Marino's got, blood. Shout out, blood. Manier Devoir and that. There was a gal I was dating, and her ex just used to send her mad texts and missed calls. It's a poor foul given away from Calafiori. I'm not even sure it is a foul. If it is, it's soft, but the ref's giving it anyway. I was beating this gal, yeah, and her ex used to text her all night, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Bare erratic texts. That's how AT's moving. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just like, babe, I miss you. Do you know what I'm saying? I fucking hate you. You know what I mean? Like, I've got a new gal anyway. No, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. It's just all over the place, blood.
I run out of shower, Joe.
Yeah, I've run out of shower, Joe. All that, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Can you put money on my books when I'm in jail? Like, man, he's just all over the place, bro. His emotions are just, do you know what I mean? Collapsed, bro. No emotional regulation whatsoever. Defensively, we are making this harder for ourselves than I think
Silly foul.
that we need to. Couple of really silly fouls. Calafiori lucky to not get a yellow card. I don't think that was much of a foul, but that foul in that area of the pitch could easily warrant a yellow.
Now we're in this situation.
And now we're in this situation having to defend. Now, our defenders are very good, but even still. Don't dive in. Don't dive in. I feel like Arsenal were playing this game like it's the last Sunderland game, and it's not. We're in relative control. I think we're playing the better stuff. Obviously, they're getting their two big chances have come from free kicks that we've given them. We don't have to be so crazy and erratic. We should use our football to make. They want. If you want to run at us, run at us. Then you run at us all you want. We're going to use our football to make you guys just run more and more and more.
Yeah.
We don't have to, But again, I guess I like it because you know what? Arsenal's been attacking. They're trying to take this game away from them.
Yeah.
We're at home. The message is obviously, listen, we ground out a 1-0. Another corner again. Another corner. Corner, boys. It's the corner boys. If you've seen The Wire, you know. Avon Barksdale corners and that. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I think Arsenal obviously are trying to we've played a couple of scrappy games at home. Do you know what I mean? I think Arsenal are just trying to make sure that we put on a good show and a good performance. You checking the scores?
No. So plants my system.
Oh, fair. Declan Rice corner.
The right area.
Yeah, it's in a really good area. We've not actually. Madueke, what a soldier! What a soldier!
Get him in the lightweight division for that,
bro. Madueke just got slapped. Trossard smashed the ball in the volley 2 yards away, smacked Madueke in the face. And he just walked that off like it's nothing, bro.
Hey, they know.
Trust me. Yeah, bro. He needs to be fighting Shakur. That was mad, bro. I was waiting for him to go down, and by the time he just said, nah, fuck that, bro. Madueke's going to score today. Now I know. Now I know he's going to score. He's on it, bro. He's just, he don't care. Jesus. I like that from Jesus. But I'm seeing a lot of stuff I like from Arsenal, but I feel like this type of football can sometimes be emotionally taxing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they start to get worried. It's been 30 minutes. We haven't scored yet. Do you know what I mean?
That's just, yeah.
Bro, man said, nah, Nick's killing me. Another penalty for Chelsea, for fuck's sake.
Cool.
It's calm, bro. They're playing Wolves, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like AT's bragging about beating a gal that we've all beat. Like, we've all beat it. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just like, bro, we've all beat this gal, bro.
I don't mind that manager, but he's weird. He's definitely the kind of guy that asks...
Liam Rosenior.
Yeah, he definitely asks his missus if he can take her bra off before he does.
Ricky said Rosenior asked his gal if he can take her bra off before he... Bro, man just over... Yeah, the man ager, blood. He's ridiculous, bro. Do you see that man ager thing?
Yeah.
He's a sicko, bro.
Yeah. He's weird.
Again, Zubimendi passed just slightly off. The reason it frustrates me, and I don't want to be hard because I've been driving this anti Zubimendi agenda for a couple of weeks, but this is the stuff that you're meant to be the guy at. You're meant to be the guy at this stuff, sitting in the quarterback position and picking those passes.
The country are the best for that.
Fuck the country, though. We're just like you. Do you know what I'm saying? Because there's man in Spain that are shit. We're not talking about the country. We're just talking about you as a player. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't buy Spain. Do you know what I'm saying? I bought Zubimendi. And
why Spanish players in that position, though?
No, I hear you, but not just because they're Spanish. There's plenty of Spanish men that play DM that are shit. But that particular thing is meant to be the thing that you're good at. Do you mean? Saliba just... Do you know what I'm saying?
Still thinking he's a striker.
I lie, Nick. Who's taking Liam seriously? Bro, Liam probably don't even beat his gal, blood. You don't beat it. Do you know what I'm saying? He probably just slides in, looks her in the face and gives her a TED talk.
Sits in the corner.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what he does, bro. He slots in and just looks at her and starts talking about five at the back and progress that he's seen and all kind of foolishness. Like, no one asked you that.
Do you think Frank Lampard likes me?
Yeah, bro. I'd rather play for fucking Neil Warnock than Liam Rosenior.
Neil's a legend.
Neil's a proper manager. Good football from Sunderland, but good tackle from Timber. And again, Declan Rice, the only one that's closing in on that. Look at Zubimendi here in the middle of the park. Just keep an eye on him. Okay, that man goes, he's pointing. Sometimes I feel like the game just moves beyond him.
His head is on swivel a bit though.
Yeah.
Swivel.
But like that little, like when he gets the ball and he tries to pass it out, and like,
Yeah.
this is meant to be your thing. This is meant to be your thing, right? 50 goals for Palmer in 100 starts. Shout out to Cole Palmer. Big advocate for the Special Olympics. Cole Palmer looks like he's been made from paper mache, blood. And it's not even finished. It's like half done paper mache. Do you know what I'm saying?
He's on the drying rack in reception.
Yeah, he's on the drying rack. Facts. He's in the kiln.
Yeah.
He's in the kiln, blood. That's banter, bro. Do you know what I mean? Big man thing, and then pottery looking man.
Yeah.
It's like man made him in a pottery class.
Do you remember Smart, the TV show? The little morph guy, the little plate.
Yeah. Man, like here's one I made earlier in that. Good roll from Jesus. No foul. No foul for that. I've got to see that one again. That looked like a foul. Interesting. AT said it was never a pen. We knew that, man. Chelsea are the real scumbags, man. Just embrace it. Man, try to argue with me. You might as well just be a racist football fan, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? There's no point you're trying to like do this propaganda like you're not. Not you, but like the club. Might as well just embrace it, bro. The Sunderland have taken their just step down the gear a little bit, I feel like. Saliba again. Yeah, so Saliba, just the judging, I said it straight away, the judging of the distance of the ball for him is not there today. It's it's just not there today at all. It's the bounce of the ball. And Saliba, Ahmad said Saliba getting cooked. You're not wrong. He will get us out of trouble. The other thing is as well, he's maybe being a bit more cautious because he's on a yellow.
Yep.
So he's got to be careful here. But
I say this to you all the time. When Saliba and Gabriel play against world-class players, they absolutely have them in their pocket. They come up against a few men from Sunderland or Nottingham Forest and they're lost.
Yeah.
Like, it always happens. I don't know why. It happens in most big games, to be fair.
Yeah.
Big games are very comfortable. Well,
it's a good punch from David Raya and then managed to get onto it. And that's the second or third time they've done that. To be fair, the ref does give a yellow that time. He gives a yellow to the Sunderland player, Diarra. That's good goalkeeping, that.
Done really well there.
But that could be a second yellow if you'd done that, if you'd gone down the first time. Do you know what I mean? You should have gone down the first time.
Yep.
Palmer hat-trick. Hey, Nick, what you saying? I got nothing to say to Cole Palmer. Them M.R fake mixed race, man. Scoring. Man, talk about stat padding. You were telling me that you told me, AT, that fucking Gyökeres was stat padding against Leeds. Leeds are 16th. But you're screaming about a hat-trick against a team with 8 points. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
yellow. If Romero got a red for earlier, then this.
So that's a yellow for Brobby as well. I didn't see that one.
So remember what Romero got a red for?
Oh, that could be a red.
That is a red. That's a red. If Romero's is a red,
it's not even away from Romero's being a red.
That's a red.
He's come over the ball. F-Tex, are you saying this is that should be a red? He's come over the ball. Let me know when Saka gets their first hat trick, bro.
Just shut up.
If that makes you happy, do you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. Like it don't make a difference to me, bro. Like F-Tex, that should be a red, no? Like I said, bro, Gyökeres got a brace against Leeds. You told me not to gas it. So I don't understand. Do you know what I mean? Where's the consistency? Where's the consistency? To be fair, Palmer probably only got 3 goals because he lost track of how many goals he had. But if he can count to 3, I'll be very surprised.
Mr. Chippy Chips himself.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, Sunderland look good when they're pressing us. Pause, but they can't actually create much when they have the ball themselves. Good play from Madueke.
Get released.
Get that ball in the box. Look how many bodies we've got in the box now. Calafiori up there as well. Just put that in the box. Just put that in the box.
Get it off then.
Zubamendi. Oh! What's man talking about?
Open play.
Amad Diallo said scumbag. Bro, man don't know. You don't know the definition of scumbag. I keep telling you, man, stay off Twitter. Go in the real world. Make money, do some press-ups, eat protein, eat fiber, beat some gal, and go outside. That's not the definition of scumbag. Scumbag is you've not attacked all game, and in the last minute you get a goal.
Mm-hmm.
You could say that the Chelsea game, we were already 3-2 up, but the Chelsea game second... Shut the fuck up, AT. Shut up. The Chelsea game, second leg, that was scumbag. We didn't do no attacking for the whole game. One last attack and then scored right then. That's scumbag. We've been attacking for the whole game. We've been the more attacking side for the whole game. How's that scumbag? What's man talking about?
Because it's from open play. It's now a difference. I don't know what to do.
What's man chatting about? What's man chatting about? Come on, man.
I'm happy he took that shot off first time.
He had to. Man said Shaitan ball. Shut up, bro, about Shaitan. Astaghfirullah. What do you mean? But you got a whole Shaitan club. What do you mean? Oh, is he probably offside?
He's on.
Is he onside? He's got to finish it regardless. No, why has he done that? It's gone down. Is that a pen?
That's a
the
pen.
bet ref's given a pen. He's offside. I knew it. He shouldn't have gone. Why? Why did I take it? This is where he's not a natural striker. This is where he's not a natural striker. But you got to bury that.
Hold on.
He's in his own half. They're counting it as the lean. He's done, but he
done it right.
He done it right. He done it right, but is VAR going to look at this?
He's done the right thing there.
He's on his own half, so his feet are in his own half, boys. But he is leaning off.
That's ridiculous. Oh, I hate it.
That's so weird. That is. But he should have scored. He should have scored and then sent it to VAR. Do you mean? Because that don't get a VAR decision, does it?
It should do.
Or do penalties get a VAR decision?
They are. He's checking that. But it seems he's going to give it as I don't know.
Okay, they're checking it anyway. At least they're checking it. But he should have just scored. He should have scored. He should have scored and put pressure on VAR, not given. He should have scored, and then what he would have done is made VAR have to check if they chalk it off. That would put more pressure on VAR, I feel like. Do you know what I mean? His feet are on.
Right.
Yeah, he's curved the run. It's the lean. There you go. He's lent. The shoulder is literally just leaning offside. Do you know what I mean? Unfortunate. We'll get another one. But I said, if you're going to play us, I'm telling you, Martinelli. Gabby Martinelli. I said it, didn't I say? From early, Gabby Martinelli comes on to play. Did he strike this first time as well?
It's a tough shot to do that.
It's a great technique on that. It's a great technique on that shot, to be fair. But it makes you wonder, genuinely, if he didn't have to play DM and just sat in those positions, and Rice just played DM, wouldn't we look a better team? Just play. You've got a 6 and you've got an 8, but you're trying to. Why? In some games, it's not. This game here makes more sense. We're going to dominate the ball. Good header from Zubamendi as well. He done that in the last couple of games, winning a lot of good headers. But sometimes I think 80, you man had the chance to beat them on Tuesday. I like, yeah, bro. Where was it? Fact, you know what? Thank you, Michael. Where were all these man? Where were all these paper mache kiln oven sitting man when you played Arsenal, bro? Where was this? You see your manager, yeah? Your manager is a bully. Your manager is a bully. I never forget, Pop Smoke said the tough guys don't get tough with the tough guys. Do you know what I'm saying? Because your manager played 5 at the back with 2 holding midfielders, 7 defenders when he was 1-0 down. Do you know, I'm looking for your integrity. I'm looking for your balls, bro. Where's the cojones? But you're going to go attacking and scream that you're bopping it and score hat tricks against Wolves. Wolves have 8 points. 8 for the season, bro. 8 points. The worst Premier League points tally at the moment of all time is, I think, Derby on like 14 points or something like that. Wolves are on track to be the worst team, the worst Premier League team ever, or one of. Do you know what I mean? It's a good save. It never looked like it was. To be fair, I had no
No, it wasn't even a
concern there,
California
but
playing that pass blind into the middle of the park. It's
yeah,
ridiculous.
this way, cutting
No,
and slap,
no.
cutting and slap,
Now,
cutting and slap, cutting and slap. Oh, Havertz unlucky. Oh, bro.
angle closed.
I lie. Man United are like, yo, here's the blueprint to beat Arsenal. We're giving you, man, a damn emotionally damaged Arsenal. Do you know what I'm saying? In all fairness, you man robbed the banker. But I'm not even reading the rest of the comment. We're talking about you. We're at the top of the table, potentially 9 points clear. So so don't worry about what we're doing. We're talking about what you're doing. You're the team that has to improve. We don't have to improve. We're fine. You man need to improve. You man are the world champions, allegedly, for whatever that means. That's you, man. Don't worry about us. Do you know what I'm saying? How can I chat to a homeless man about a job application and he's trying to tell me about what I should? Don't worry about me. I run my own business. I got money. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to help you. You know, like that. Come on. Shameless. F Texas said 80. Allow the cope. Allow it, bro. Man, talk about stat padding. A hat trick against bottom of the table is stat padding. That is stat padding. It wasn't even, bro. I tried to look up Cole Palmer's heat map for the Arsenal game, and it just said unavailable, bro. Let's get rid. Oh, Calafiori. Calafiori, that's dodgy. That was dodgy. Jesus, could he be in? Ballard's gonna, yeah, Ballard just looks. Jesus looking at
I think you'll end up something like Newcastle to replace like a Dan Burn or something.
Calafiori.
No, Ballard to replace.
Yeah, that's a good shout. Yeah, that's a good
Very
shout.
similar style.
To be fair, Sunderland, who knows? But Sunderland look like they could be here to stay for a while. To be fair,
Newcastle, that's that's mad. But
this is how I know other man didn't watch the game. Esteval and Palmer are injured. Garnacho shit. So wait, but hear what I'm saying. Wait, hold on, mate. Wait. You're saying man didn't watch the game, but we were blatantly here on live together. But hold on, let me get this straight. Against Arsenal on Tuesday, Cole Palmer was injured, but on Saturday, he's bagging hat tricks and he's the best. Bro, what are we doing? How does that make sense? Cole Palmer played against West Ham, then didn't start against Arsenal, and now he's starting against Wolves. But he's injured. Exactly, bro. What's that talking about? What's that talking about? Yeah, we're all injured. Of course we are. They've gone for the short corner. They're looking to just launch that into the box. They do launch it into the box, back post, and Brobby didn't get there, but he's causing. Is that Brobby or Diarra? That's neither of them, actually. Who is that? That's not Brobby or Diarra. I don't even know who that is. But yeah, he's launched himself at that number 20 at the back post.
He's well over hit this though.
He's offside anyway. Brobby is bullying Saliba. Brobby is definitely doing a good job on Saliba, to be fair, at the moment. He definitely is. But it's half time and it's still 1-0. Besides our owners are criminals, Palmer gets 90 minutes versus West Ham and Brentford, but then doesn't get 30 minutes in our biggest game of the season. These men don't rate the cups. It's not they don't rate the cups. They don't rate Palmer, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Your manager and your board have no faith that when Cole Palmer comes to play Arsenal in the cup semi-final, he can be relied on, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? They're not looking at him as someone that can be relied on. Do you know what I mean? That's what it is. When Saka's fully fit, whether you think he's good or not, the management rely on him, blood. They say, yeah, you know what? We've got a cup final, a cup semi-final. Saka's playing, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Let that be Gyok. They got. Oh wait, there's two pens as well. I lie, bro. He said F Texas said, let that be Gyökeres that scored two pens. And my word, the shit AT would be chatting is crazy. That is facts. That is big facts. Because Gyökeres didn't get no pens against Leeds, and AT was still talking. We didn't even need Saka to beat you. We had Havertz. Palmer's been balling even without goals. Fair enough. If that makes you man happy, it's half time, by the way. And let me look at the scores. 1-0 Fulham over Everton. Burnley at home losing 2-0 to West Ham, which is bad. West Ham are terrible. Wolves at home losing 3-0 to Chelsea. Arsenal beating Sunderland. And Bournemouth at home losing to Aston Villa. And if it stays this way, Arsenal could be 9 points ahead of Manchester City, with Manchester City playing Liverpool tomorrow. That would be 9 points, I think, starts to become, with 10 games left. It's not 10 games left, it'd be 13 games after this. But 9 points, when we get into the last 10 games of the season, I think 9 or 10 or double figures of points having to claw back could be significant. Aston Villa also winning would mean that they would actually leapfrog Man City. That means, from a psychological perspective, if Man City were to draw to Liverpool tomorrow, they're in third. It's no longer even you're hunting down Arsenal, you're hunting down Aston Villa now. And that could be even devastating. I wonder what that does to the psychology of the players. Do you know what I'm saying? But Ricky, come talk to the man then. What do you make of the game so far?
Going pretty much how I thought it would do. Like it's very back and forth. There's a lot of space, which we don't usually get. But I've always said to you, I said to you when we played Sunderland before, this is a hard game. We finished 2-2. This game isn't done yet. Sunderland aren't out of this. But we are making some, as we do in Arsenal style, we're making some very, very difficult decisions for us in terms of playing football. It doesn't need to be that difficult. Madueke always making life difficult for himself. Saliba making life difficult for himself. Calafiori making life very difficult for himself, slicing the ball back into his own box. Stupid fouls. It's just, once we tighten up these areas, we'll be able to, really push on and start beating teams 3-4-0 more often.
I think you're right. I think that with Madueke running in behind, with Trossard running in behind, I don't really like. He's not the fastest. He's not the strongest. Doesn't really make sense to me. But I expect we'll see Martinelli at some point. With Martinelli and Madueke running in behind, our defenders are quite good ball players. Calafiori can play the ball. Saliba's decent, but Gabriel can play the ball timber. What Sunderland are not allowing us to do when they're pressing us is get the ball on the deck. Because if we get the ball on the deck with a good amount of time, we launch that ball because their line is so high. We're straight in behind. Jesus, Gyökeres is not really the fastest. He's not as fast as we thought he was. Jesus, again, is not really the fastest. He's got good movement and stuff, but he's not the fastest. We can see the line. I think Arteta went attacking and said, let's take this game away from these guys. Because as Ricky said, Sunderland won't give up. Sunderland will be right in this game. 1-0 and they're right at it. God forbid they score a goal early in this halftime. Typically, across the season, across Arteta's tenure, 45 to 60 are where Arsenal do quite well. But the games that we've lost recently, it's 45 to 60 where we've conceded.
2 years ago, it was the same.
2 years ago, it was the same. That 45 to 60 minute period, we did it, and we conceded to Aston Villa a couple of seasons ago. We conceded to Man United. They came out of the blocks. We've got West Ham game. Yeah. We've got to know Sunderland are going to come and attack hard. We have to get through the first 5 minutes. And I think Trossard hasn't done a lot wrong. I don't want Trossard off, but we need Martinelli on. Even if Jesus comes off and Trossard goes in the 9, I don't know. But Martinelli, for the speed that he's got in behind, which I do think that Mikel Arteta was probably waiting to do at 65, 70, I think we need it a bit earlier.
Yeah, 50.
I think because what Martinelli does with Mukiele at right back and his pace, what Martinelli does is he stops Ballard and Mukiele from pushing up. Because you're not going to do that if Martinelli's there, because Trossard, Mukiele can give Trossard a yard and know that he's going to get back and be able to make it competitive when the ball's over the top.
Yeah.
Martinelli, you give him a yard, he's gone, and you're not catching him. Do you know what I mean?
This is interesting. Is it so where Declan Rice took that shot?
Yeah.
It's the same build-up play to how we scored.
Yes.
Oh, so that's something that's been worked on.
Yeah, 100%.
You can tell that has been.
This is what I said. I said when I said the starting 11, I said Trossard's not in there to score goals. He's in there for creativity because the midfield doesn't have much creativity. You got Havertz in the 10. Havertz isn't a great. He's a GA scumbag, but he's not a great creative player. The only creative player on that pitch is going to be Trossard. The person that's going to be putting the balls into the box and creating is going to be Trossard. I said that when I said the starting 11. It's Trossard that's got the assist. Maybe Martinelli comes on for Madueke. I don't know. But that's why they've got Trossard there. They've got Trossard there as the creative, and then Madueke for the pace.
Yeah.
And it is different unless Trossard moves to the right and Martinelli comes on the left. So, but I feel like we need Martinelli's pace. I feel like we need that, Doreen, and that's how the managers used him so far in the season. Madueke at the moment is their task with that job, but maybe he comes off for Martinelli instead. So we've got that creativity, but yeah. AT talking about AT, your standards must be in the gutter. Palmer's been shit for a minute. Yes, he has, Michael Perkins, but today he's balling. When did I say Palmer's been good this season? You said Palmer's been balling even without goals. So when were you talking about? Because you know today he's got goals, so you're not talking about today. But you kind of insinuated with this comment. Obviously, I got the receipts. Michael Perkins, don't let him chat shit to you, bro. Keep the receipts. You insinuated that Cole Palmer's been balling out before today. Like he's been in good form because you said he's been balling even without goals. So when was that? Because it wasn't against Arsenal. So when was that time that he was balling out without the goals? Do you know what I mean? When are you referring to? Today, I meant. Yeah, without his goals, you'd be drawing. It'd be 0-0. But I hear you. Doesn't take a lot to ball out against Wolves. I agree.
It's 2 penalties.
The Brett shouldn't be playing, in my opinion. Still, he needs the surgery. Yeah, they said it in the chat. It's two pens. That's why I said it. He's shameless, blood. He's shameless, screaming and shouting about pens.
I think Cole Palmer was a good player, but
Cole Palmer's a good player. But what?
I feel he's good at Chelsea, and I don't necessarily think it's difficult to be good at Chelsea. Really, people say it in your chat all the time about how Neto's not up to scratch, how Estavio isn't up to scratch, how these people they bought in to be the creative, skillful players are not up to scratch for them. So then Cole Palmer is doing what Saka was for us for quite a long time.
Yeah,
they're going through. Put Cole Palmer. City's a perfect example.
Yeah,
he couldn't get to that level in City because he wasn't getting played. But Guardiola's not an idiot. He would have looked at it and gone, "Can he do this with the players around him? Who are they offering more than him?"
Basically, the point you're making is Chelsea is the top of what Cole Palmer's going to achieve in his career. Basically,
yeah.
You don't feel like he's going to ball out at Chelsea for a couple of years and go to a European giant. You don't feel like he's going to go step into a Bayern or a. To be fair, he can't leave and go to a European giant because he can barely fucking speak English, and he's lived in this country for 20 years. He's not going to be able to speak another language, but you know what I'm saying?
I would take Elise over him.
They're different. No, this is the thing with Cole Palmer. Where's his position? Because to me, Elise is a right winger, and Palmer's a 10. Or does Elise play 10?
Elise plays on the wing, but
yeah,
he could do it.
AT said that's BS. He was City's best player that season for the Cups. Ask any City fan.
For the Cups. The Cups. So forget...
Didn't they lose to us in the Community Shield?
Yeah.
They lost to us. We beat them in the Community Shield.
Yeah. So for the Cups, yeah, but so we're going to forget...
He scored to win the Super Cup final. Is that the treble year we're talking about? Is that the treble year? Or was that the year before the treble? That was the year before the treble.
Before the treble.
18, was that the year before the treble? Because he didn't. How were they in the Super Cup? What did they win?
So the 38 games that they played in the league, they don't matter. But he was good in the cup, so that makes him a good player.
But also, I don't. If that was the treble year, I don't think he was their best player.
No,
he wasn't their best player in the Champions League.
Nope.
He might have been the best player in the FA Cup. That might be true, but not in the Champions League.
Where you play your bulk of your football, he's basically just admitted that it didn't matter that he wasn't good in those. He played 38 games in the season.
Knocked us out in the. Treble year. Yeah, so he weren't their best player in the Champions League. He might have been their best player in the FA Cup. But if you're Manchester City, we know that those domestic trophies, they care about them, but they are severely not the priority. Do you know what I'm saying? They balled out against us, then we signed him. Yeah, no, I hear you. I hear all that. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that to me is good, but that's what I'd be expecting like Wanyeri to do or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Wanyeri's balled out in cups for Arsenal and he still went out on
the 2022-23 season when they won that, right? Cole Palmer.
22-23 and we're in what 25-26.
Yeah.
So he's been at Chelsea for a couple of years now.
Yep. So the domestic cups in 22-23. 4 appearances in the FA Cup, 1 goal, no assists.
He had 4 appearances in the FA Cup. Yeah, he scored a banger against us in the Community Shield. He did, but I'm saying, they still lost them. He still won that game.
Champions League, 4 appearances, no goals.
Yeah, that's why I said he weren't there. I remember the Champions League campaign because man was screaming about Jack Grealish in the Champions League. Cole Palmer had 4 appearances in that Champions League campaign and no goals or assists.
And he got 1 goal in the FA Cup.
And he got 1 goal in the FA Cup. To be fair, that's literally all our signings. Man balled out against us when we sat, but no, but you're changing the argument.
Yeah, he said in that season he was.
In that season, you said he was one of their best players in the cups.
Yep, and he's played a total 8 games, scored 1 goal, and in the league he played 14 games and got 1 assist.
In the Champions League, he had 4 appearances, bro. No goals, and in the FA Cup, the goal he scored against ULOP was the only goal he scored.
Yeah.
What we're talking about?
And then 14 league appearances and 1 assist.
What are you talking about? 14 appearances.
Did that?
14 league appearances and 1 assist. So he got 1 goal and 1 assist across all comps.
Across 22 games.
22 games in all comps, 1 goal, 1 assist.
So 20 games. Sorry.
But he was City's best player.
22, yeah.
AT, come to the stage, man. AT, come to the stage, bro. Because you be doing it ever since you said Chelsea signed the first black player, bro. I knew this brother's statistics are fugazi, bro. From there, you lost all credibility with me. You lost. I don't even believe your name's AT.
22 appearances, 1 goal, 1 assist.
You said he knocked us out the FA Cup, and where is it? He was City's best player that season for the cups. Ask any City fan. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? This nigga's not even putting up Ethan Wanyeri numbers at that time. He's a player. This is why people slate Cole Palmer. He's a good player. He's a good player. He's a good player. I take him at Arsenal. He's a good player. But this comments like this, he was City's best player that season. We just looked at the stats. We just looked at this. The best player. He had 5 cup appearances. 1 goal. The goal against ULOT was the only goal we scored in the cup. What are you talking about?
I mean, technically, the Community Shield counts as like a separate.
Okay, Community Shield as well then.
Yeah.
Cool.
But it's.
I don't know any City fans that would say he was their best player.
So in total that season, 23 appearances, 2 goals, 1 assist.
23 appearances, 2 goals, 1 assist. And those 2 goals were one was in Community Shield, one was in FA Cup. What are we doing? Best player. He was City's best player.
No, if that was Saka who had those stats.
Bro, if that was anybody that had them stats, bro. It's not even just a Saka thing, bro. If that was Wanyeri, if that was Smith Rowe was putting up better numbers than that. Man can't tell me that's their best player. What are we doing, bro? Esteval's done more this season for Chelsea than Cole Palmer did that season for City. Imagine AT would be how AT would be moving if they were challenging for the league, bro. Imagine how AT would be talking if that was Saka, Michael. I know that you got a Saka agenda as well. You support United, and that's cool. But imagine how AT would be talking if that was Saka. Come on, bro. You treat Palmer like he is an IC1 Dubois. He is, bro. He is. He is, bro. Man looks like Quasimodo, blood. He looks like Quasimodo on Ozempic.
From Timu.
Bro, you know Quasimodo?
Yeah.
Bro, he looks like Quasimodo on Ozempic, bro. I'm telling you. Man said Cole Palmer, bro. Less of the palm oil, blood. We've kicked off for the second half. Arsenal need to stay nice and secure for the first 5-10 minutes. See what we did against Chelsea? When we get the ball, just send it long. That's what we've got to do. Get the ball, send it long. I can see why Martinelli's now not on the pitch. Now I'm looking at who the wingers are. Because Declan Rice again. But he could have just used Trossard. He's used him there.
Don't mind him doing that.
Yeah, that's really smart. I wondered about. See, it takes 2 passes to get the ball to Zubimendi instead of 1.
Didn't need to be done there.
AT, I'm concerned. It's been 4 minutes since your last comment. It's been 4 minutes.
You put stats in.
It don't normally take 5 minutes to get a response from you, AT. Do you know what I mean? Stop refreshing transfer marked. The numbers are not going to change. Man's refreshing the page, hoping the numbers change. Do you know what I'm saying?
People don't know what we do for jobs. Numbers.
Yeah, bro. Man do this for a living. Man do this for a living.
You can tell me your pipeline is good and that you're a good player, but the numbers do not lie.
Or the conversion rates.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Good ball. Put that in first time. Calafiori. Back post. Oh. Good intention. It's good intention. It's good intention. Arsenal trying to. The thing is, like, we know Sunderland. We know what they do. We know what they do. I think Arteta feels that Sunderland can probably score here. Madueke, get the shot away. I don't mind that. Got to get the ball in the box. He's on his right foot. I think the feeling is these lot will probably score at some point. We need 3 goals or something. If they score in the 87th minute,
long.
But if we're already 3 up, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But a clean sheet at home would be really good. A clean sheet against Sunderland, I'd really, honestly, I think that would be a really solid result. Because
let's look when they last didn't score. Let's just have a look.
I was just about to do the same thing. Yeah, look at their recent results and see when they last didn't score. Amad Diallo did say earlier that their performances on the road have not been great.
No, they're not, to be fair. Like, they didn't score at Brentford. They didn't score at Brighton. They didn't score at City.
Brentford, Brighton, City, yeah.
Yeah. They did score at Anfield.
Didn't score at Fulham.
Didn't score at Fulham.
I still think that's a solid result for me. AT is waiting for ChatGPT to finish his out, but bro, 100%. 100%.
As well that Sunderland beat Chelsea 2-1.
Of course, Sunderland beat Chelsea. Sunderland's a far better team than Chelsea. Sunderland actually trying to play. Look at Chelsea, bro. Chelsea just passive. If it wasn't for Garnacho coming off the bench, yeah, because he got their 2 goals back for them, bro, we would have slapped Chelsea 4-0. It'd be 4-0. Imagine Carabao Cup semi-final, 2 legs, 4-0. No foul here. Yep, no foul. That's good. Just marshalling where we want them to go. Look at the defensive work being put in by Trossard. It's not his game.
Gap there, though.
Yeah.
That's the problem there. So where he's dropping in now, that's exactly where it's going.
It's a good header from Saliba. Yeah. Jesus back there. I don't like these little flick-ons. Let's get that down and play a bit of football.
Yeah, you're not a flick-on player.
Yeah, but we're not. There's no one there to flick it on to. Just get it down.
That's good football. He should have took that.
Good save. Good defending from. Oh, he was waiting for Raya to come and collect it, but he didn't. Little bits of miscommunication here for Arsenal, but then we come away, and this is what can happen.
Oh, God.
I don't know why he does that, Trossard. He does it semi often. These lot are so much better than Chelsea. No banter. Like
they are. They are good.
Yeah, honestly,
they're a good team.
Honestly, they're a much better team.
I get why he didn't come for that. I do, because natural reaction there. You save this. You push it away from your goal. Get out. Get out. Get out.
Yeah, but once he sees. I mean, they've got the communication's got to be better. He's got time to get up and get that. Gabriel's going to cover him, but he tells him anyway. He says, "I'm not coming for it. Get rid of it." Fair enough. You've always, when you play football, for those of you that haven't played football, you go by what the keeper says. Yeah. The keeper is the final decision maker.
Yep.
If the keeper says leave it, you leave it. If the keeper says clear it, you clear it. Do you know what I'm saying? Raya is doing too much. So Ahmad Diallo said.
That shouldn't be getting there.
I think that's what he was referring to when he said Raya's doing too much. Great tackle.
Excellent challenge.
Massive tackle.
That should not
Would have liked to see someone battle for that. Jesus being offside is unacceptable at this point. Honestly, that's 2 or 3 times now. We just don't need that. We do not need that at all. You don't need to be offside. You've got the beating of these guys for pace. Even if you don't go on to get the goal, just keep the ball alive. Do you know what I mean? You don't have to run in and get the ball and score. Just keep the ball alive. And AT, it's now been 9 minutes. I don't know, but 9 minutes of no response from AT. Man just threw out there that this is just a wild statement. That's back-to-back weeks for UAT of throwing out wild statements. Last week it was Chelsea were the first big team to sign a black player. You know, he said he first said Chelsea were the first Premier League team to sign a black player. So that's not true. There were black players in the league before the league became the Premier League. The league became the Premier League in 1992, and there were already black players here. So that doesn't make any sense. And then he said Chelsea were the first big club to sign a black player. I was like, nope.
Rocastle was green.
That was 1983.
Ian Wright was green.
Yeah. Arsenal had Brendan Bastian, who's from Grenada, in the 60s.
Yeah.
Well, in the 70s. It's like 12 years before Chelsea signed a black player. They were like literally the last of the big teams to sign a black player. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Let me check the other scores quick. Arsenal, I do think we've got enough to take this game away. Nothing else has changed. Still 1-0 Villa, 1-0 Arsenal, 1-0 Fulham, 2-0 West Ham, 3-0 Chelsea. Yeah, he's looking at someone said, I think he's looking in the mirror disappointingly. Bro, 100%. Why you always lying? Why the fuck you lying? Oh my God. It's a great ball in, to be fair. That's a great ball in. That from Trossard is absolutely brilliant. Oh, he's still on. I thought that was given as a foul. Unlucky. That's good football. Yeah. That is good football. And Trossard, that is so class from Trossard. He's playing with both feet.
But I was saying to you yesterday, players don't cross the ball from there that often anymore, so people don't expect it. He's done exactly that. He lands in the box. Yeah, deep lying cross. Like I say, when I think of those deep lying crosses, Reece James comes to us. The first thing I noticed about Reece James, he used to cross the ball from so far back. Like once he gets into the second half, he's just putting a nice big crossover. No one's expecting that ball in. That's why he's allowed to take that down. Why wasn't? I thought he'd given a foul. I thought they stopped. Everyone stopped playing. Yeah. Everyone thought it was a foul. It's probably an indication that it should have been a foul, to be fair. Oh, what happened here? Are we looking at this again? Yeah. I don't understand how that happens in football sometimes. Well, to be fair, he's coming out to collect it, but it's just an awkward one because he's not in his box, so he can't catch it, and it's quite high, so he can't. If he chests it and they tackle him, then what? So it's kind of a really awkward one. Yeah, but as a centre half, the first thing you get told is a centre half, no bounce. It's one of the first things you get told. Yeah. And if you're Gabriel Saliba there, you've got to go get that with your head. I think it's one of the first things you get told in England. I don't know that it's one of the first things you get told elsewhere, though. You think it should be, but I just don't know. I reckon in France, when they look at like the French centre halves, like mess up Marseille. Oh, that's a poor ball. He's just put a lot of pressure on his team with that one. FTex has said that cognitive dissonance AT must be going through right now must be crazy. Bro, man will this ain't Jubilee. Man will fact check you in real time, bro. FTex a less of that. He's back. He's back. He's at FTex a less of that, bro. AT, talk to me, man. We were worried. Man, are gonna put your picture on milk cartons and that, blood. You know I'm saying, we thought Epstein had got you, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Arsenal sounds like it's in good voice. I think getting out of here with a clean sheet would be really good. We need one more goal. Talk about what, bro? We spoke about the Cole Palmer thing, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? You said that year was the best signing, bro. We went through the numbers in detail, bro. Our survey said Trossard, almost a good shot. This is what Trossard does, bro. He's a GA beast, bro. He's a GA beast. He's got legs, that player. He must be from the hood side of fucking Belgium, bro. Sleeves on well there.
Robbie is good at holding play. He's very, very good. Very good hold up striker for sure. Numbers, use your eyes, man. Them say no more, man. If that is it's taking you 12 minutes to come up with that, fair enough. No City fan is telling us that Cole Palmer was their best player that season. Wasn't that the Haaland season? The record-breaking Haaland season.
No, he was a season before that, but
that was the treble season, no?
Funnily enough, no. Don't think it was.
Fair enough.
I'll have a look. Have a little look. I've had a look at enough stats today. I'll have a look at some more.
Oh, we played it to Zubimendi in the middle of the park.
Terrible idea.
Dangerous. When he had someone right on his shoulder as well. Dangerous.
Terrible idea doing that.
When I say this best player this season, man, them can't read. What? No, you said he was City's best player that season. The treble year. That's what you said. It's here. That's what you said. The comments right there.
Yeah, Haaland was 35 goals in the league, 36 goals. Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, that was the season that Haaland scored 35 goals in the league. It's there, bro. It's there. The comments on the screen right now. He was City's best player that season. For the cups. Yeah, and then we looked at his stats in the cups. He had 4 FA Cup appearances and he had one
goal.
One goal, and how many Champions League appearances?
4. 1 assist.
4 Champions League appearances and 1 assist, bro.
In total that season, 22 appearances.
Yep. How many in cups?
8.
8 cup appearances, 1 goal, 1 assist, and he was their best player in the cups.
And then 1 goal and 1 assist in the Prem. He's in the cup. He has the cup. Yeah,
he did one too many touches there.
That is a foul.
It's a good foul. So it's good at drawing fouls, Trossard as well. Cooked us, won them the Super Cup. No, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. But
really counting that.
Yeah, we're counting. Yeah, if we're counting the Super Cup and the Community Shield as well, because he scored in the Super Cup against Chelsea and the Community Shield against Arsenal. Fair enough. Okay. All right.
I'm sure Messi counts his Super Cup goals as well.
But who's signing a player based off he had a really good Super Cup appearance? But fair enough. Okay. But it still wouldn't. I don't think any City fan is saying he's the best player in their cups. I never said he was their best player that season. You said he was their best player in cups. So we looked at what he did in the cups. Yes, why am I going to ask Daps? I'm talking to you. I've got my own opinion. You know what I'm saying? So what if Daps says it? It must be true. So Daps is just a brother. He's just a random brother. You know what I'm saying? I like Daps as well. I met him before. He's cool. But Daps is a random brother. Even if Daps just tells me that don't mean it's. I'm telling you something else. What, you rate Daps more than me, blood? The Carabao and the Cup. All right. Fair enough. Yeah, man. You're right. Fuck it, man. I thought he was kicking him for a minute.
Ronaldo.
Is he the same Ronaldo that was Atletico?
Yes, he is.
Is he missed the ball?
He's not the same one.
He just missed the ball entirely.
Yeah.
Erdegaard looking very severe.
That's 100% Odegaard for instantly.
Yeah, 100%.
You don't see Saka at the stadium though.
Maybe not. Zubi, we need another goal here, and we've got enough of the ball to get a goal. It's just some of the bad decision making. It's good play from Havertz, to be fair. Good play from Havertz. What the fuck does it mean to be the best player in an FA Cup run? Who cares? Michael.
Well done.
Michael, this is what I want. Michael, you see me, yeah? I know when the narrative is fugazi, when man is saying things I've never heard before. Martinelli coming on now, by the way. Man are saying stuff that I've never heard before, bro. Man are making up fictional stats. He's the best player between 70 and 73 minutes. It's like, brother, what? I've never heard these stats before, bro.
70 and 73 minutes.
I'm just saying, like, these are some of the fictional made up stats. Gyökeres and Martinelli both coming on.
That is the same Ronaldo.
And it looks like it's gonna be it's for Madueke. Give me the job, man.
Give me
the job. I wonder if Trossard, if he's going to do what I said and put Trossard on the right. 3-1. By the way, Wolves have scored. Could the comeback be on? Bournemouth have also scored. It's 1-1. Rayan has scored for Bournemouth. It is now 1-1. What does that do to the table? That goal keeps Aston Villa in 3rd place. equal points with Manchester City. Manchester City, obviously, a game in hand. They're playing tomorrow. Jesus off, a fairly quiet, industrious day for Jesus. A lot of like physical stuff and the ugly stuff he didn't want to do. The beginning of the game, he was a little bit better. He was drifting wide, playing the ball in out wide and different things like that.
This game might suit him, you know.
I think this game could be a good game for Gyökeres, yeah.
Because we keep playing so far, and
But he's got to be physical.
Yeah,
he's got to be physical. He's got to be physical. He has to. Good header from Calafiori. Right. That's just a little bit too up and under for me. And Ballard gets there. You know, Gyökeres don't jump.
Yeah.
He never jumps.
Mm-hmm.
He never ever jumps. If you're not going to jump, that's fine. But you've got to win the physical battle. You have to really, really win the physical battle.
That's where
we could see that happening a while before. Who is that? Rice. It is Rice.
That's it. You got to put your foot through that.
I think he went to, but
Calafiori, get that way.
Yeah, he's good though. He is actually good, but he just does some stupid shit. AT has made 2 preposterous claims in back-to-back streams. Mad thing.
Told you, everyone's a football expert. Everyone, until.
Bro, I told you, certain man have got to show me them doing 10 kick-ups before they can talk to me about football. Because I just. I'm not sure what happened there either.
I don't understand that rule. I will never get that rule.
Siddiqui on the ball. Arsenal starting to transition more to their defensive structure. I think that they're kind of, again, similar to Chelsea. Actually, have we gone 4-4-2?
Nope.
Havertz and Gyökeres. It looks like we've slyly gone 4-4-2. Because Bryson Zubimendi is the 2. The other 2 wider, and look how narrow and high up Havertz and Gyökeres is.
Maybe. Or they've played 4-5-1 with the 9 being Havertz to flick on with the one.
Maybe. Some great 1980s hair she's got going on.
Stuck in the youth.
She's tidy, huh? Havertz for the flick on, as you said. It's good defending. We can let that go, Saliba. We ain't got to chase him all the way out of position. And look at the press from Martinelli.
Really bad touch. That was.
This is what you can do, though. You just put enough pressure on you to make you make mistakes. And then look, he's going to run all the way back. He's just going to keep running, Martinelli. He's so effective. So there's Gyökeres there. Good strength from Saliba. It's a good battle, to be fair. I like that battle. Was that Diarra?
Yeah, it's Diarra. That's a great flick.
He should have flicked it on one more. Zubimendi. So brilliant tackle from Zubimendi. Brilliant tackle from Zubimendi. Find the ball forwards. It's a good foul. Good foul.
He draws that, doesn't he?
He draws that foul really well, yeah.
That's not some bad football from them, actually. But what you're saying is flick.
There's one
there.
Yeah, one more.
Yeah. He's off anyway. He would have been off. But we don't know that.
Yeah. Zubimendi always plays the game on the edge.
Yeah.
Always plays the game on the edge. They bought on their own, Madueke. What did man say last stream that was crazy? Last stream is the stream we said that Chelsea signed the first black player in the Premier League when there were black players before the Premier League even existed. Oh, the movement of Havertz there was so good. Did you see it? The movement there was so good. You just got to demand that ball a little bit more.
I think he scored your first goal. So is that
he could crack it. Yeah, he can crack it.
He can crack it, but it's just too wide for him.
Yeah. Use him again. Yep.
Don't you crack it.
AT said, "Oh shit, yeah." And then we went through all the big six, and it turned out. Then you changed it to Chelsea signed the first black player of the big clubs, and then it turned out that of the traditional big six, they were literally the last, the very very last. No black players till 1983, which is the last. They also said we had the first black manager. Name another manager in the big six. In the big six, Declan Rice. Oh, here we go. So when Rice does that little shimmy, I start getting gassed.
Just stand.
Yeah, that's it. We ain't got to dive in. We don't have to dive in yet. 100%.
I'll get that away. Oh,
Havertz.
Good vision.
Oh!
He's done it again.
Bro, we said this is a game for. We said this is a game for Gyökeres. This is a game for Victor Gyökeres. You can see the way the game is going. This is a game for Victor Gyökeres.
Such good vision for Trossard.
Victor Gyökeres is great, and he plays that diagonal pass. The same one he played forward. A couple of those last week he did with the outside of his foot. Is that 2 assists for Trossard?
No, so this one's from Havertz, but the ball.
Oh yes, yeah.
Because I'm saying,
that pass there. It didn't come off, but that pass there is so cheeky.
In a minute.
Yeah.
So we say stand off, brilliant. So I'm thinking play it in now.
Yeah.
He doesn't. He plays it back down that line. That's a good finish. It's
good strength from Gyökeres as well. Now he's got the defender is on the wrong side of him, so it's in his favour, but he still has to hold off the defender, get the shot away. It's such a scrappy strike. His balance is awful, Gyökeres. His balance is awful. Why on earth are you falling over? There's no one near you.
Nope.
Look at him. He's on his own, falling over. But it don't matter. It's a goal.
It's a goal we needed as well.
Yeah, 100%. Because they, like I said, there's a good chance they score, and we just need to have enough of a cushion for when they score for it to not matter. 2-0 Arsenal, both open play goals. Who's coming on?
It'll be Eze.
And now Eze's coming on. And Eze, I wonder if he'll get himself a goal here, because one of my problems with him is that he can be a bit of a flat track bully sometimes. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like in games like this, where he can kind of pop up and, you know, what these lot would call traditional stat pad. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's 11 goals for Gyökeres this season.
11 goals this season?
Yeah.
In all
competitions. 11.
Man them. I told you, man, my KPIs for Gyökeres is between 10 and 15 goals for the season. You man remember that? Told you, man, that's my KPIs. That's my SLAs. Yeah? And he's on 11, and we've got about nearly 20 games to go, by the way, because we've got Champions League. Yep. We've got 13 more league games, but we've got a bunch of games left in the Champions League. Mm-hmm. He could end the season with 20 goals all comps.
Yep.
Why does the banner keeps... Oh, here we go. It's my fault. Gyökeres could end the season with 20 goals all comps.
Oh, Calafiori off as well. Okay.
Here we go again. Did Yokozuna score? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. That's 11 goals, my bro. That is 11 goals. 11 goals this season. 18, remember I told you, bro. Between 10 and 15 goals, all comps. That's all I want. Man are telling me like, oh, he's not even going to get that, bro. He might get 20 this season, bro, because we've got bare football to play. We've got like 20 games left. Obviously, Man United and these man, their season's basically finished. You know what I'm saying?
The last 6 weeks, he's found good form.
But I don't think he's found good form. What he's found is that, but he's not going to have a lot of time. And so when the ball comes to him, take the shot.
Yeah.
Anywhere in the final third, take the shot. He might have the ugliest goal-scoring compilation of any Arsenal striker by the time he's finished at Arsenal. But it don't matter. We're in the numbers era. Do you know what I'm saying?
My God.
What's that? You're looking for a midfielder to come collect it. But he's going to go long anyway. He's trying to rope Sunderland in to go long. That's what he's trying to do.
Hold so long sometimes. That's a good pass.
That's good movement as well. I don't even know why Martinelli's there.
That is great.
I don't know why Martinelli was there. We want that the other way. We want Rice playing that ball to Martinelli.
Good idea.
As a striker, 20 goals is arse. The thing is, I don't know, like,
I'll prove it now.
But the thing is, it don't matter. Whether 20 goals, if we win a treble, 20 goals being arse is irrelevant. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it just don't matter. Who cares? Do you know what I'm saying? Honestly, who cares? Like, I can't even express to you how much it doesn't matter. Like, I can't even. Okay, it's arse then. All right.
It's 2 open play goals this game as well.
Yeah, both open play goals, 100%.
The last time we scored from a corner, we actually scored the corner.
Yeah.
We didn't even score from a corner against Inter Milan. Bloody.
I'm not sure.
I think it did. So open play goals again. Yeah, both Jesus were from open play. And Jokeres was from open play as well. He scored that rocket, didn't he? Oh, Jokeres getting a bit of pace now. Like it. Good to see. That's the quickest I've seen him move since the cup. It actually is. Do you know what? He looks like he's lost a bit of weight, to be fair.
He needed to. Needed to.
He probably realised that. He was like, I can't be this stocky Swede.
Ahmad, how many goals is good? Is a good amount of goals for a striker in the Premier League, in your opinion? If you like
striker.
As a striker, because he said as a striker, 20 goals is arse.
Okay.
If I go back and look at all the times that Man United were winning the league, a lot of those years you did not have a striker who was scoring 20 goals, or maybe around 20 to 22 goals. I'm really curious in all comps. I'm really curious as to what's good. Because again, you're going to set a number where basically 5 people in the world have ever hit that number, and it's very rare.
In the last 4 years, Harry Kane.
So you're 25 to 30 in all comps is what the expectation is, yeah?
In all comps. All right.
Not in the Prem. You said in all competitions. Yes, in all competitions. How many goals is a good striker in your opinion? In all comps. That is the question I'm asking you. Genuinely, that's the question I'm asking you. I want to know that. I want to know. You tell me.
Great ball.
Good strength. Nice. I like that.
Good balance.
I really like that. Yep. I really like that. Mukiele's got a problem. It's annoying because he's been good. It's been really, really good. 25 to 30 minimum. You are in 4 competitions. What do you mean? Answer the question. How many goals? I asked you how many goals makes a good striker. Your response was you are in 4 competitions. That's not what I asked you. How many goals makes a good striker? Fine. We're in for a team that's in 4 competitions. How many goals makes a good striker? For you to say he's had a good season. Tell me. I just want to know. I just want to know a number. Your next comment needs to be a number. That's all I want to know. Give me a number, please. Declan Rice corner. We didn't even celebrate that corner, and someone's down in the Sunderland box. They're up now. Eze, this is. Oh, he should have taken the shot the first time. Why didn't he take that shot?
Hesitated.
Why did he not take that shot?
Little shimmy from Zubimendi doing a shimmy.
He's such a funny player, Zubimendi, honestly.
Yeah, that's good movement. Just
don't mind that. I don't mind it. No, not at all. That is exactly what I'm talking about. That's much better.
Tommy's left as well. Rice had to tell him to go. Look, he tells him there.
At least 30.
At least
30. Yeah? That's what you're telling me. Okay.
Oh no, so this is
It's gone too wide.
Yeah, now he has. Really good ball.
Man said at least 30.
Over the last 10 years.
Okay, so Didier Drogba is widely considered one of Chelsea's best strikers. Is that fair?
Yeah.
He was there from 2004 to 2012. In the 05-06 season, he scored in all comps 16 goals. Okay. In the 06-07 season, he scored in all comps 33 goals. In the 07-08 season, he scored in all comps, let's see,
Good strength.
15 goals.
He's done really well there, to be fair to him. That's a should be a free kick, but
In the 08-09 season, he scored in all comps 14 goals. In the 09-10 season, he scored in all comps. And Trossard with the cross. It's going to go for a corner, is it? Goes out for a throw. 37 goals. In the 10-11 season, in all comps, he scored 13 goals. And in the 11-12 season, his final season, he scored 21 goals. So Drogba was there for 8 years and scored over 30 goals twice in 8 years.
Yep.
So is it fair then to say that and he was in all 4 competitions for all of those years? Was he average for 6 out of those 8 years? And he was only good for 2 years. Is that what we're saying? Are we saying Drogba isn't the only goal scorer in that Chelsea team? No player is the only goal scorer in any team. So you are killing the world by wasting data typing unnecessary things. He said your second goal scorer is own goal. You're still killing the world with unnecessary data. You lot don't understand the way the internet works. You're killing the world with carbon dioxide, using up data centers to type nonsense. The question I'm asking you is Drogba scored 30 goals twice in 8 years. So in the other 6 years, what would you consider Drogba? One word. Would you say he was average? Would you say he was shit? What would you say? Because we're killing trees and we're killing the earth with unnecessary drivel. What word would you use? Man are comparing Drogba to Gyökeres of Stoffel. No one's comparing. It's a different type of striker. Now it's a different type of striker. It's a different type of striker.
in the last,
I'm just asking a simple question. And he scored important goals. No. You lot start. Now there are so many factors.
right.
There are so many. No. 1 second before we get to Ricky. I agree there are different types of strikers. I agree there are different factors. I agree there are different styles of football. But 4 minutes ago, this is not what you said. I said I want a new striker to the Premier League. Drogba scored in his first season at Chelsea 14 goals. In his first, or less than that, in his first season. I said for Gyökeres' first season in the Premier League, where it's a very different league, very physical, whatever. In his first season, I want my striker to score between 10 and 15 goals in all comps. And actually, it looks like he could get 20. You lot said your response to that was that 20 is shit. You said, as the striker, 20 goals is arse. That's what you said. That's all you said. 20. I'm just, again, forget about everything you said. You said to me 20 goals is arse. So if 20 goals is arse, when Drogba got 14 goals in a season in all competitions, now football is different. There's different factors. There's different. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yep.
What are you talking about?
Yep.
You said before we can't compare Premier League in 2000 to now. I agree, which is why I think 20 goals in your first season is a decent return. I agree. I'm using your argument. In your world, in your argument, you have the opinion that 20 goals is arse. I don't think that it is. But like what I don't understand. I don't. It's a different era. Football is a lot more open. I think it's different. But this is your position. It's not mine. It's yours. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
Go on.
Right. So since 2016, there have been 4 players that have scored more than 30 goals in all competitions in the Premier League.
Since 2016, Ricky's saying there's only been 4 players to score 30 goals or more.
Strikers.
In the Premier League or in all comps?
In all comps. So from
Haaland,
yep.
Salah.
No, he's not a striker. We're talking strikers.
Okay, we're only talking strikers.
Yep.
Okay.
So it's Haaland, Aguero.
Okay, Haaland, Aguero.
Aubameyang.
Yep.
And Harry Kane. And since 2016, there have been 152 strikers play in the Premier League.
So since 2016, there's been 150 plus strikers.
Yep.
Salah is a striker, man. I agree with you, but obviously, whatever. But of 152 strikers, just strikers, only 4 have hit that number. So everyone else is arse. Everyone else is shit. This is you guys' position. This is not my position. Because I believe football is more complicated. You can bring people into play. There's link up play. There's all different stuff you can do. But you guys are saying this is Amad Diallo's argument is 30 goals. Less than 30 goals if you're in 4 competitions is arse. This is his argument. Don't argue with me. Argue with yourself. This is your argument. I'm going to buy everybody mirrors for Christmas. Look in the mirror and decide for yourself. Because this is your position, not mine. Do you know what I mean? Yock's whole game is around being a goal scorer. To ask 10 goals of him, to be fair, when I asked for him to score 10 to 15 goals, I knew that we'd have Jesus. I knew that we'd have Havertz. I thought we'd have Marino. I didn't know how much football he was going to play. That's why I picked it conservatively. There's no point saying, I want you to score 30 goals. Then you come in, then we rotate, and Jesus plays all the Champions League games and the cup games and whatever. And then at the end of the season, I say, well, he only played this many games, whatever. I was thinking ahead. Some people don't think ahead. They just say whatever they want to say. Yes, of course, I would like my striker to score 30 goals, 100%. But I'm being realistic. I'm taking in external factors before I make an argument. You guys make an argument first, then when your argument falls apart, add in external factors. That's the difference. I'm thinking of external factors. If we go and sign Vitinha in the summer, I'm thinking realistically, Vitinha, we've got a lot of midfielders. Where is he going to play? How many minutes is he going? I'm not just going to say Vitinha is going to win the Ballon d'Or, and then when he doesn't, make excuses afterwards. Do you know what I'm saying? I think these men are rage baiting. How can you say if man scored 25 all comps, that's just mid? Bro, these man ain't rage baiting. Some man grew up in small villages in India and Africa, and all they've got is Wi-Fi to watch goal compilations. Do you know what I'm saying? Like they really think. I think Michael Perkins, before we outlined how rare it was for a striker to score 25 goals. If we had said there's been 150 strikers in the Prem since 2016, without Googling, guess how many have scored 25 goals plus in all comps, right? I think that they would have guessed a lot more. Now we've outlined it, they're like, right, okay, fine. Like you're signing a striker that has to be Haaland, Kane, or someone else. And bear in mind, this is Gyökeres' first season. I'm not saying he's going to massively change overnight, but when Özil first came in, he looked not great. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, now you only watch Arsenal, that's the problem. Incorrect. It's not the problem. I've literally just outlined the stats to you. The only players that have done this in the last decade have been Haaland, Kane, Aguero. Is there one more that I'm missing? Who's the fourth one?
Aubameyang.
As a strike. Aubameyang.
Salaries in that if he
that's only happened 4 times. Do you know what I'm saying? And Aubameyang didn't win any major trophies at Arsenal. So of the players to do this and win trophies, big trophies, it's only been, and Kane didn't win any trophies either. The only players,
Haaland.
huh?
Aguero
and Haaland are the only players to do this in the last 10 years to actually win big trophies. Kane did it, but it didn't result in any trophies. And Aubameyang did it, but he got an FA Cup. He never got any other major trophies.
If they view Salah as a striker, fair enough, put him in it. But then it's only 5.
Yeah, Salah. We can add Salah in, then that's 3. There are 3 players. Because when Aubameyang came in, it wasn't the same kind of pressure. Nope. You know what I mean? So it's not the same thing. Harry Kane, the same thing. So there's 3 players that you're looking at over the last 10 years.
Yeah. And the 15 years before that,
then man brought up Drogba, who's the direct opposite profile to Gyökeres. Obviously, I'm doing a live stream and I was going to go through all the other strikers, but I don't have time. Do you know what I'm saying? But I was looking at, I've got on the next tab, I've got Andy Cole, who's, do you know what I mean? But when but I'm not talking about profile. I'm just saying we're talking about the level of player. You're basically saying when Arsenal signed Gyökeres, he has to come in and be a legendary, top, all-time great striker, or his arse. That's where we're at. If he's scoring 30 goals all comps, he's in legendary state. Man, don't do that regularly. That's legendary status. Salah is a Liverpool legend. Haaland is the best goal scorer that we've ever seen in the Premier League. Do you know what I'm saying? Drogba was a handful without the goals. I'm going to smash the laptop. That's not what we're talking about. Because when no one said this before, you lot didn't type, if all you can do is score goals, you should be getting 30. But if you offer other things to the team, then maybe 20 is okay. That's not what you said. That's not what you said. Then when man's giving you the numbers, then later you started to Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy the argument. Do you know what I'm saying? Now you're talking about profile and who's the same profile and who's 6 foot versus 6. Now you're changing it. That's a totally different thing. It's a totally different man. So basically, a man's told me he can punch me up on the road. I've bucked him on the road and punched him up. And man said, "Yeah, but you're taller than me, bro. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? There was no there was no extenuating factors when you made the argument.
Mhm.
There was no extenuating factors when you made the argument. The truth is, you're only talking about 4 or 5 players, and also there's no Chelsea players in there. When you're saying, oh, Yoker is a different profile. There's no Chelsea players in that lit. In the last 10 years, Chelsea have not had any strikers that have scored that many goals. You haven't had any. You haven't had any. We've had one. We had a Aubameyang. Do you know what I'm saying?
Man United haven't even had that.
The first thing man said was, "You lot don't rate Gyökeres either, but you are lying to your own selves." I don't know. No. Gyökeres plays for Arsenal. Let me explain to you how life works. Gyökeres plays for Arsenal. Do I rate him? No. I would like Arsenal to get Julian Alvarez. I don't massively rate him. However, do I want him to do well? Yes. I set out that I wanted between 10 and 15 goals. He's on 11 goals and we've got 20 games left. He might supersede and get 20. I'm saying for his first season in the Premier League, 20 is a good return, especially if that 20 helps us on the way to getting Premier Leagues, potentially Champions Leagues or other trophies as well, some sort of double or something like that. That's good. That for me is good. Do you know what I'm saying? You bought the most informed striker in Europe and asked for 10 goals. Yeah, but again, it's again a second ago you were doing extenuating circumstances. Obviously, when we buy someone from Portugal, we're not expecting them to do in the Premier League what they do in Portugal. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's obvious. If you're buying, I could go and look at Esteval's numbers and be in Brazil, wherever the fuck he was before, and say why is he not doing this now? But obviously he's in the Premier League, so that's obviously stupid. Do you know what I'm saying? Like he's a target man. Yeah, playing against low blocks. Everything that you say is extenuating circumstances. That's fine. If you want to do extenuating circumstances, we can have a fully fleshed out debate. But Amad Diallo for a random for a random thing, he said 20 goals a season as a striker in 4 competitions is arse. That's what he said. He said this arse. And I said, what do you think you should be getting? And you said 25 minimum. And even Michael Perkins, who does not support Arsenal and supports Manchester United, said, you man have to be rage baiting. How can you say if a man don't score 25 goals in all comps, he's just mid?
Ridiculous.
Talk to Michael. Michael's a United fan. He's not an Arsenal fan. He's not defending Gyökeres. He's just talking about strikers in general.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Including all the context, 10 goals is arse. I already explained, but I'll explain again because some of you man are slow. I said 10 because I wasn't sure how many games he would even necessarily play. My belief is that Arteta wanted Šeško and Andrea Berta wanted Gyökeres. And we had Gyökeres. We have 4 players that play 9. So I thought there's a good chance Gyökeres is sharing the number 9 position with other what's it called players, which is true because since Jesus has come back from injury, Gyökeres does not necessarily start games and Gyökeres does not necessarily play the full 90. So um he's sharing the role. Off topic, if Šeško came in, how many goals were you expecting from him? Something similar, because similarly, he would be sharing the role. The difference with Gyökeres is he's a different profile to any of the other strikers that we have. Šeško is kind of similar-ish to Havertz in terms of tall, slim, get the ball, flick ons, whatever. But he would be sharing the role. There will be times this season when Gyökeres is playing 9. There'll be times this season where Jesus is playing 9. There'll be times this season where Havertz is playing 9. There'll be times when we'll see Trossard or Martinelli in the 9. There'll be times when we see Mikel Merino in the 9. So if I know that he's coming in to play the 9 for the full 90 every game, no matter what, which I don't even want because then there's a risk of injury and all the rest of it. We might play 60 games this season. We obviously cannot have. On paper, we've played we might end the season on 60 games, but when you look at minute for minute, the player might play half of those minutes because there'll be a lot of games he's not playing. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's not that. And I also am taking into consideration, I don't know where Chelsea were in the league when you signed Drogba or whatever striker you want to name. But for Arsenal, we regularly come up against a lot of low blocks. So when I'm signing a striker, I'm not expecting him to replicate. If we sign, who can I think? Who can I think? Who's a good striker?
All in the world right now?
Yeah, like but at a smaller team, at a team that's not going to come up against as many low blocks, basically. Even Eze, I'm not expecting Eze to come from Crystal Palace and replicate what he did at Arsenal, because Crystal Palace are always the underdog. So when he's attacking, he's going to have mad space. He's not going to have that space when he's playing for Arsenal. He's going to start playing against a bunch of very low block teams that he's not going to have that. Do you know what I'm saying? When he's playing Crystal Palace, he's got freedom. Him and Elise are the star man, the star players at Crystal Palace. Eze's not a star man at Arsenal. So the standard that I'm expecting from a player in terms of numbers is almost always going to be lower when they come to Arsenal versus when they're at whatever
Moise
club.
Kean?
Moise Kean, where's he playing at? Palermo or something.
Juve still, I think.
But Juve's a big club.
Moise Kean.
But I'm saying Juve's a big club though, G. What I'm saying is, yeah, let me look at a Premier League side, yeah. Robbie. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
If I sign Robbie,
Fiorentina.
if I sign Robbie from Sunderland, yeah, and Robbie look cold at Sunderland scoring goals, he's not going to look as cold at Arsenal. Not on his own individually, because at Sunderland, people don't rate Sunderland. People are attacking Sunderland because Sunderland are like they were one of the top relegation candidates when the season started. Now, 25 games in, people know Sunderland are good. Do you know what I'm saying? But at first, people weren't really rating Sunderland like that. Do you understand? When Robbie comes to play for Arsenal, then he might not be able to score that many goals. You and Ahmad argument disregarded player profiles. You can't disregard something and then add it on when it suits. Exactly. Man threw a statement out there with no context. Yeah, man said I draw the baddest gal. Then when man see gal that are badder than his, that other man have drawn. Now it's all no. But I meant like in London because you're in Miami. That's not what you said. That's not what you said. If man scores 20 goals but makes the players around him better, then that's fine. Yok holds you back. That's a different conversation. That's fine. That assessment that you've given us is fine. Yeah, that's why. Yes, Drogba is. My argument is never that what I've said and what you heard are two different things. You have heard me say Gyökeres is on Drogba's level or Gyökeres is better. That's not what I said. That's not what I said. Drogba is better because even in a season where he gets 15, 20 goals, he makes the players around him better and he's a better player. 100%. 100%. Yeah. But man didn't move on to this. I was just addressing Ahmad's point first. Do you know what I'm saying? You man are triggered because it's an unsuccessful hate watch. Do you know what I'm saying? And the corner boys are up. But that's what I'm trying to say to you. Like, man, yes, if you wanna make the point, Drogba's better because even when he doesn't score that many goals, he's still so important, scores big goals, blah blah blah, cup final, 100%. I'd swap Gyökeres with prime Drogba right now if I could. Absolutely, I would. Do you know what I'm saying? But that's not the argument. I'm only addressing the ridiculousness of Ahmad's original point. Martinelli over Martinelli. Oh, he squares it. It's Gyökeres for two. It's Gyökeres for two. Like sitting on the floor. Gyökeres, as we're talking, blood. But Nick, taking into context Yok's profile, he needs to score more goals than a Drogba 20 goals to compensate for his lack of ability. And I'm saying to you, I disagree. If Gyökeres now on 12 goals, Gyökeres is on 12 goals for the season. Yeah. If he scores 10 more goals for the rest of the season,
exactly what we're talking about in the first half for Martinelli.
Yeah, that's exactly what I called for. Martinelli over the top, the pace there, and credit to Sunderland for playing, by the way, because normally Martinelli might not score that goal because if he's playing a coward like Liam Rosenior, all the defenders would be behind the ball and they wouldn't even bother. If he scores 10 more goals, okay, see, this is what I'm saying. It's pointless talking to you because I'm saying if he scores 10 more goals and then your response is he won't score 10 more goals.
But he's just got another one.
Bruv, we've got 13 games of the Premier League left. How many games left in the FA Cup? 4?
5 if you want to count the Community Shield if you win it. 4.
4. We've got 13 games in the Premier League. 4 in the FA Cup, that's 17. How many in the Champions League? 4 more in the Champions League. That's
2 legs.
6.
6, yeah.
6. So that's 23. And we've got a cup final. So we have like 24, 25 Community Shield, whatever. We've got 24, 25 games left to play. We have played so far about 30 games. And in those 30 games, he scored 12 goals. So if he scores even eight more goals, what I'm saying to you is if he scores 8 more goals, yeah, and he gets to 20, let's say he gets to 20, which is still under what you and Ahmad would consider a great striker. Let's say he gets to 20, but those 20 lead to, let's say, a domestic treble and a Champions League final, which is a very good season. The following year, I would want more. I would want him to score more because he's now adjusted to the Premier League, adjusted to the team, adjusted to the manager. Martinelli, could he be in it for a fourth?
Oh.
Martinelli star. Martinelli nearly scored a crazy goal. Wow. Martinelli. If he get what I'm saying, Gyökeres is limited technically. No one's arguing he's a top striker. But if he scores 20 goals and they contribute to us winning big trophies, it don't matter. That's all I'm saying. It don't matter. Of course, bro, it's like sales. No matter how much you sell, man want you to sell more. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Do you know what I'm saying? If we have a striker that scored 60 goals, the manager's gonna say, right, next season we need to see you go for 70 because man are never happy. That's the nature of football. But if the way he's playing, do you know what I'm saying? If he scores the winning goal in FA Cup, calm. But what difference does it make? Without his goals, we wouldn't be in the FA Cup final. This is what I'm saying. But why are you limiting it if he scores in UCL final? Can't. Why are you limiting it? Why are you limiting it to finals?
I'll get there first.
It's like man say Thierry Henry never scored in the final, but he scored in bare semi-finals to get you to finals. It's an interesting stat that he never scored in the final.
So Thierry's not good.
No one remembers losers, Nick.
Oh my god, Martinelli, what touch?
Bro, he could not score in the final, but we still win the final. Is he a loser then? If we win the Premier League, how if we win the FA Cup, but he didn't score in it, did we still win it? Do you understand what I'm saying?
I get it.
This is the guy that was arguing that Cole Palmer's the best player in cups. We could win the final and him not score. So what, is he not a winner then? What are you talking about? If we win the domestic treble, Gyökeres has contributed to that treble, no? What are we talking about?
Mm-hmm.
What are we talking about? Do you know what I'm saying? 3-0 Arsenal anyway.
2 off the bench.
2 goals off the bench for Victor Gyökeres. Do you know what I'm saying? I think he's finding form. Personally, he's still scrappy. He's still technically not the best, but it don't matter. I've watched man say this about Salah for 7 years. First of all, you ain't winning the domestic treble. You have ADHD because you can't stick to a point. You know what I'm saying? You can't stick to a particular point. Jay Will, yeah, we're gonna be live for Nick Ball Figueroa later today. So lock in for that. We're gonna be live for the boxing later as well. Big fight coming from Liverpool. Obviously, all the Scousers are gonna be there in full voice. Do you know what I'm saying? 100%. You chilling still?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah. I'll leave shortly.
Why do you come for the game and then bounce?
I actually don't know, to be fair.
As soon as the whistle, I say it's all the time. As soon as the whistle's gone, you bounce. Like,
So if it's night games, it's usually a train. But now,
don't know about this Ricky guy, you know. Don't know about this Ricky guy.
I mean, I can stay. Why ain't doing anything?
What was I gonna say? Yeah, bro. Manager, he said, first of all, you're not winning a domestic treble, bro. I think that we win a double. I think we win the Prem and Carabao, and I think the FA Cup is very winnable. Champions League, I don't think we'll do. Do you know what I'm saying? I will say that Champions League, I don't think. I think Champions League is a little way, not far off. We can give it a good run, but for me, if we could win it, even if we win a domestic double, do you know what I mean? Like 100%. If he scores 20 goals and we win the Premier League and we win a Carabao, do you know what I'm saying? The target next year will be to score more. If he scores 20 this season and we win a double, then the reality is people said before, Arsenal need a number 9 to come in and that will get them over the line. A number 9 has come in, among other things, and we've managed to get over the line. Now, obviously, other factors, because I'm not AT and Amad Diallo and these man, other factors. The other teams haven't been as good. The quality of other teams is not as good, blah, 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 blah. All of these things are obviously factors, 100%. But you can't just distill it down to one argument. Do you know what I'm saying? UCL, no chance. I wouldn't say we have no chance in the UCL. I'm not saying we win the Champions League, but I think saying that we have no chance is ridiculous. We've beat Bayern 3-1. We beat Inter Milan 3-1. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not. I don't think that there's no chance. I don't think we're favourites, but I don't think that there's no chance. Do you know what I mean? What are you saying? No chance is childish.
It'd be unfair to say there's no
Not
chance.
that there's no chance. Like 8-8, we conceded very few goals. Best defensive record in Europe. Another clean sheet at home. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, no chance.
We've beat who people think are the favourites to win.
Who do people think are the favourites to win?
Bayern Munich.
People think. But someone said to me at work the other day, "I can't see you lot winning Champions League because Bayern's there." So probably, we beat Bayern. We really beat them, and we not only did we beat them, we slapped them. What you saying on strikers? Do you think Alvarez? Do you want another like Alvarez, or would you retain all next season? Do you know what? I would really like Julian Alvarez. I think he fits the profile really well. To me, he's like a better. It sounds like we're just replicating City because he's a slightly better, slightly more dependable Jesus, which I feel bad for. Yeah, that's like a gal having her man leave her for a next gal, and then the new boyfriend she gets leaves her for the same gal again. Do you know what I mean? Like I feel kind of dark. Like, do you know what I mean? But we've got to look at Jesus has a lot of injury problems. Havertz has a lot of injury problems. Do I want to go into a season with having to rely on the fitness and the injury record of these men? Not really. I really like the Julian Alvarez signing. Obviously, man, no Arsenal. You know what, Arteta, he likes players that are going to make him tactically flexible and different things like that. I think certain games, if Julian Alvarez is there, I wouldn't even mind seeing a two up top. It just it depends. Do you know what I mean? It depends on a lot of factors, but the Alvarez signing on its own, I think it offers a lot to the team. The question mark will be over Havertz and Jesus, and I think that they are very much on audition to see if they stay at the club going forwards. Just because, and I love Jesus, but I said before, the future of Arsenal Football Club is just not just in who we buy, but it's in who we sell and how we sell. And what we've struggled to do is we've held on to players for too long. We've held on. We love. I mean, Santi Cazorla was. We love Santi Cazorla. Constant injuries. We love Jack Wilshere. Constant injuries. We love. There's all these players that we love that just end up Abu Diaby, and we don't. We're not ruthless enough. Do you know what I mean? And we're trying to get that ruthlessness, and we're trying to get that ruthlessness on the pitch, but we need that same ruthlessness in the boardroom. Do you know what I mean? Chelsea have had it when they were at their best. Man City have had it. Liverpool held on to players for a little bit too long, but Liverpool have had it up to a certain extent as well. You know, you get a player in, you see what you can do. When he begins to dip fitness wise or whatever, you move on. Do you know what I mean? You bring in Julian Alvarez. Julian Alvarez might only be at the club for 2 or 3 years. Move on. You know, Jesus been here for what? 3 years now? 3 years. And he's not been able to stay fit for any of that time. Do you know what I mean? You can make the same argument about Saka. Do you think if you're an academy product, it's a little bit different because you come through the systems and maybe there's a little bit more grace? And obviously in England, if you're British and English, then that makes a little bit of a difference as well.
Fourth year for him.
This is year four,
Yeah.
fourth season. Yeah, that would be 4 seasons. And I think the same way that we I think did we win an FA Cup and then Shaka left?
Mm-hmm.
You know, we win the FA Cup and then Shaka leaves. I think if we win a Prem, Jesus can leave his head held high and say, I went back to Arsenal to take them back to the top. I was able to be part of that, taking them back to the top. Now they're back at the top. I can go, my job's finished and leave his head held high. But no, in Arteta, he also likes players he's got a good relationship with. Do you know what I mean? Which makes sense. There was talk that Gyökeres and that Martinelli or Trossard, one of them would be going in the summer. They both stayed and they're both really contributing. Do you know what I'm saying? So, but Julian Alvarez on his own, I like the look of Julian Alvarez as a player. Let me look at the other scores as well. Everton made a comeback and beat Fulham 2-1. Big shout out to Everton. West Ham, comfortable 2-0 win over Burnley. 3-0 for Arsenal against Sunderland. And I know Sunderland are not a big six team, but Sunderland are currently ninth. Very, very good team. Sunderland have taken points off Liverpool, taken points off Man City, actually beat Chelsea earlier on in the season. So to have a clean sheet against them is solid. And they typically do score goals quite a lot. So clean sheet against them at home. Chelsea beat Wolves 3-1. Newcastle Brentford is kicking off in 25 minutes. I'm not going to be live for that. I'm going to go have a break and go live again for the boxing later. Aston Villa and Bournemouth stayed 1-1. So in terms of the table, Aston Villa stay third. And listen, Emery's going to be fuming. That is a big opportunity blown to go second. But they need more goals. You know, Arsenal sitting on 32 goal difference, the highest in the Premier League. Man City, 26 goal difference. Meanwhile, Aston Villa, ninth. No, 9 goal difference. Man United have better goal difference. Chelsea have a better goal difference. It's quite low. I think they've got the lowest goal difference in the top five. Liverpool all the way down on six. They've got the lowest goal difference in the top five, so that's going to be a little bit of a worry. I don't know how much Aston Villa would care about coming second over coming third. It doesn't mean anything, but I think for someone like Emery, just for the momentum, do you know what I mean? But there you go. Up the Chelsea. I still want to know, At, what Newcastle playing Liverpool. Liverpool playing Newcastle. Sorry, I still want to know what strikers you lot think are the profile of a Gyökeres, because you're saying Drogba is not the profile of a Gyökeres, which I'm not agreeing. Which I do agree with. I'm not arguing with, but it'd be interesting to see what top players you think are the profile of a Gyökeres, because you could argue that in the last 10 years or last 15 years, there's been no player of Gyökeres' profile who's been consistently scoring. Haaland and Gyökeres are not the same profile.
Nowhere near.
I don't think Haaland and Gyökeres are the same profile. Apart from the fact they're both big and white.
And they come from the Nordics.
Lukaku. I would say Lukaku's closer. I think Lukaku's closer to a Gyökeres. In terms of style of play.
Yeah.
I think Lukaku's closer to a Gyökeres.
He was quite a clumsy striker at one point.
That's Gyökeres. Gyökeres is a clumsy striker as well. Box strikers. Yeah, but Haaland's not just a box striker. Haaland's elite with hold-up play, playing the ball off, then running in behind. Very, very physical. He's far stronger. I think faster, stronger. I think they're different profiles, but I think Lukaku's closer. And I don't think Lukaku's ever had a 30-goal season in England. In England?
Everton, maybe.
30-goal season in Everton? You think so?
All comps. I'm going to have a look.
But Everton aren't in Champions League.
So, yeah, he got 25 in one season at Everton in the league alone. That same season, domestic club 16-17.
Lukaku's all-round game is better than Haaland. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Elite at holding play, Haaland. Not holding up the play, but holding off a centre-back, and when the ball comes in to him, popping it off to someone, spinning the centre-back and getting him behind. That might not be hold-up play, but holding off.
28.
Lukaku's all-round game is better than Gyökeres. Yes, I'd agree with that. I would agree with that. 28. Lukaku's best year in the Prem ever is 28. And he's a guy he played at West Brom for years. He's been in the Premier League for many. That was not his first year in the Prem. That was like his 6th or 7th year in the Prem, and he got 28 goals. Yeah. So for me, I feel that if Gyökeres can get himself 20 goals this season, I believe he can hit 25 to 28 goals next season. Yep. That's just my personal opinion, depending on how much he shares the role with other strikers. Do you know what I mean? All-round game, Haaland and Lukaku are better. I would agree with that. No one's arguing that. No one's arguing that. What we're arguing about is the standard that you're setting. Do you know what I'm saying? Going and signing a winger because he was good in La Liga and then saying, right, your target is now 40 GA is like, bro, Lukaku was in his early 20s and this motherfucker is like 29. I hear you. But also in this day and age, players play till they're a little bit longer, play a little bit older. He's in his prime now. I'm not. These are good points. My counterpoint would be that Lukaku had a lot of Premier League experience, and we know how much Premier League experience matters.
One season at West Brom, and then he had 4 or 5 years at Everton or Chelsea for 2 games. So mainly Everton before he hit that season.
So he had about 5. That was his 6th season in the Premier League.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, and then he got moved to Man United. Yeah.
That was his 6th season in the Premier League, and then he moved to Man United straight afterwards. So, yeah, I get you. Haaland, Gyökeres is older. That's true, and that's a fair point. We're comparing someone that's 29 to someone who how old was he when he hit that season? He might have been still like 25, 26.
That season, 22.
22? Jesus.
He's only 32 years old.
I forget how young Lukaku is because he's been around for fucking ages. Yeah. But fair enough. Like I said, the point of him being of Gyökeres, but people hit their prime in different years. Do you know what I'm saying? But Nick, his athleticism is going to decline. But we don't know that his athleticism is going to decline. We said this about Ronaldo. Obviously, Ronaldo's athleticism declined now, but he's very, very old. But I'm saying nowadays, people play a lot. We'll see. We'll see. I can't say I think Gyökeres is going to be better next year, and your response just be, but his athleticism is going to decline. Well, we don't know that. It could do. It might not. I think his athleticism looks better now than it did when he first came because he's losing weight. When he came in my opinion, he was way too big. Do you know what I'm saying? Now it looks like he's losing weight and getting fitter. I think he looks a lot better now than he did before. Gyökeres is 27, 80. He hasn't got the intelligence of a Giroud or a Vardy to be playing until late 30s. I just disagree. I like when you say the intelligence. I just don't even think it matters. I think if Gyökeres does everything he done this year exactly the same next year, but with a year's experience under his belt, and I think if he loses £30, he could be a problem. But we'll see. We'll be back here next year to argue about it and see. There's no point sitting here and just saying. There's no point me saying Esteval's going to be shit next year because he's going to be found out. What am I basing that on? That's just me hoping. I hope that happens, but that's not football assessment. Yeah, Esteval might get found out, but he also might improve his game. He also might be more versatile. He'll also have more Premier League experience. Do you know what I'm saying? He's dead food. Yokozuna ain't scary. I don't need my players to be scary. It don't matter, bro. We're 9 points clear at the top of the table. I'm not bothered about man being scared. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not bothered about that. You're celebrating. I'd be scared if I was you. Do you know what I'm saying? If I was you, I wouldn't be scared of Gyökeres either. I'd be scared that Liam Rosenior was staying at my club. Do you know what I'm saying? I'd be scared that, if Cole Palmer's not fit, we can't win games. I'd be scared that my manager's playing 7 defenders in a cup semi-final. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I'd be scared about. Do you know what I mean? So don't worry about us. You're worrying about I'm not scared. Do you know what I'm saying? We've beat you twice. This is a man that I've punched up twice on the road, telling me he's not scared of me. I'll just punch you up again. I don't need you to be scared of me. Whether you're scared of me or not is irrelevant. If you could beat me, I would be worried about whether or not you were scared of me. But if I know I can beat you up, why do I care if you're scared of me? Do you know what I mean? We beat you twice already. We can beat you again. It's not a problem. We'll play you in pre-season or whatever. We can beat you another time if you want. It don't make any difference to me. Do you know what I mean? We slapped them last year as well, didn't it? 4-0 or something like that. At least I've got self-awareness. Man's getting personal now. But I don't know.
You've rattled him.
He's rattled.
You've rattled him.
Well, describe the self-awareness. Describe it to me. Describe the self-awareness that you have and that I don't. Do you know what I mean? All I know is you come here every week to hate watch, and I celebrate my team winning. That's it. That's what happens. Do you know what I mean? Man act like I'm some weird enigma of like psychology. My team lose, I'm sad. My team win, I'm happy. If I had Gyok, I'd be telling you he's dead. I don't think that he's good. I've already said this. I don't think he's good. I don't think he's the best striker in the world. I don't. You're arguing with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? I've not said that he's good. But we've just signed him for big money. The self-awareness I have is the awareness to know he's not going anywhere. That's the awareness I have. He's not going anywhere. So the question then becomes, how does the manager remember you, man? Yeah, United and Chelsea buy and sell players. You don't move bodies through your club like Epstein Island. Do you know what I'm saying? We don't do that. We don't buy and sell as many players as you lot. So when you've got a player that's shit, as a Chelsea fan, you buy a player, you hope they're going to be good. It turns out they're shit. Your response is get rid of this player, bring in a new one, which is fine. We don't really do that. So my response is this player is not the best. How do we get the best out of him? Do you know what I'm saying? How do we make this work? For example, last year, Darwin Núñez played for Liverpool. Darwin Núñez won the league with Liverpool. Yeah? Isak went there. Isak is better than Darwin Núñez.
Agreed.
Yeah? We went to Liverpool and looked fucking shit.
Yep.
So you might have been better. We regularly see Lukaku got 28 goals for Everton, got a big move to Man United and played shit. Sometimes just stick with what's working and try and make it work. Do you know what I mean? Too many people, do you know what I mean, jump out of a relationship and don't try and make it work. Go to couples counselling, man. Dev. Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
16 goals at United after a season, 28 goals in the league at Everton.
16 goals at United after league at Everton. Bro, Delap was killing it at fucking Ipswich. Do you know what I'm saying? And he's gone to Chelsea and he looks trash. He looks trash, bro. Do you know what I mean? So for me, I know my club. I know we're not going to sell Gyökeres. We're not going to make a profit on him. And the club is going to tell Arteta to make the best of it. Make the best of it. Do you know what I'm saying? Maybe and Arteta will say, I want Julian Alvarez. And they'll say, that's fine. But you need to sell Jesus or Havertz to get a Julian Alvarez. Mm-hmm. That's just the reality of the club. That's self-awareness to me. What I'm aware about is that we're 9 points clear at the top of the table. I'm aware of that. Are you aware of that? I'm aware of that. Do you know what I'm saying? We're 9 points clear at the top of the table. We've conceded How many goals? We've conceded 17 goals this season. We've conceded the lowest. We've scored the joint highest. We have the best goal difference. We're on back-to-back wins. The teams that are below us in second and third don't have back-to-back wins in their last five. Man United do, Chelsea do. Do you know what I mean? And that's it. It's only us, Man United, and Chelsea that have back-to-back wins in their last few games. I'm happy. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm aware that I'm champions of the world. What about you, man? I'm aware that you thought that you were aware that you signed the first black player in the Premier League. That's what you so your awareness is shaky. What you're aware of is all like it's all up and down, to be honest with you. Do you know what I'm saying? Big up Samson, man them. Let me wrap this up. Do you know what I'm saying? I get it. A lot of man in the chat have been very, very rattled, very upset. Arsenal won. Do you know what it is with the Chelsea man, bro? Do you know what I mean? You might have signed someone that you thought was black. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Do you know what I mean? But I think you remember the first team. You remember the first team to kick a black man off the metro in Paris. I know that. Do you know what I'm saying? You man set them records. Do you know what I mean? That's you, man. So yeah, shout out to you. But yeah, we're gonna be back again. AT can't talk after that first black man thing. This is what I'm saying. Sam said, keep your foot, bro. Keep your knee on his brother's neck, bro. Shout out Derek Chauvin and them, man, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Don't ever do that. I've never seen a full IC3 Arsenal 11. This is where you're funny. Arsenal and Arsene Wenger were the first team in the Premier League to field an all-black team. That is a fact. They had a white goalkeeper in David Seaman, and the rest of the team were black. Arsenal were the first club to do that. So that comment right there, we're going to screenshot that. We're going to have that in the pin of shame. That's your third strike. I'm ending this stream. That's your third strike. That's strike three. You're out. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm done with you now, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Big man thing. That's not a full 11. That's true because we had a white goalkeeper. Do you know what I'm saying? That's true. Do you know what I mean? But I'm saying we did this years ago, and that team went on to win stuff. Do you know what I mean? So shout out you. Do you know what I'm saying? So Chelsea have Mandem FC and all started playing like King Von in edits. Lazy comprehension. Samson, I completely agree. Samson, yeah, I wish you were an Arsenal fan because obviously me and you were like aligned. Do you know what I'm saying? But sometimes you support United, so sometimes there's some friction. Do you know what I'm saying? But we had a black keeper as well. And how did that turn out for you? So I'm saying, bro, you man make black people look bad by doing DEI hires. That's the problem. You man are doing DEI hires and then making black people look bad, bro. If you work in a big business and you hire a black person that can't do the job, you're not helping black people, bro. You're harming them. You know what I'm saying? When we hire black people, they can do the job. That's the difference. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna be back.